Geronimo, KHTK.
Bob, welcome to the Corral Show.
First time I'm called a radio show, so be nice.
Okay.
Okay. Hey, I was reading in your chat room, they were debating something whether you're allergic to number 3. What does that mean?
I have no idea. I haven't been paying.
Joke?
I haven't been paying attention. I don't know.
Are you allergic to number 3? I don't know.
I'm not allergic to anything, actually, so I don't know what they're saying.
I know. Okay. A couple weeks ago, you said you're going to have Don Geronimo on as a guest. When is that going to happen?
Did I say I was having Don Geronimo? I don't know who Don Geronimo is.
Okay, Krill, you do too. I mean, it's an interest for you, though, right?
I don't have any idea who Don Geronimo is.
He's a host out in Sacramento. You know who he is, Don Geronimo.
I do not.
You were talking about him 2 weeks ago.
I really don't know who you're talking about.
You too, Krill.
I'm sorry. I'm not going to argue with you that I don't know who this person is. If you can refresh my memory, what news story he's attached to, I have no idea who he is.
Krill, is it an entrance for you or what? I mean, I don't know what you mean.
I don't know what you're talking about. I have no idea who you mean. I don't know what you mean, but thank you for your call. I have no idea what you're talking about. Oh, my God. That man is crazy. Martin, welcome to the Corral Show.
Hey, Corral. Sorry.
No worry. It's hard to follow crazy, but he was totally crazy. I have no idea. You know what? I don't even know who Don Geronimo is. I have no idea what he's talking about.
Welcome back, Sean Wally, statewide Arkansas Radio Network. We turn to Bob on the line. Bob, hi, you're on Sean and Wally.
Sean and Wally, just new in town. Is that you guys named Sean and Wally? Is that really your name?
Yes, it is.
He's Sean and I'm Wally. Yes, sir.
Most great.
He's got the great voice. I look good.
Wow, that's embarrassing. What, you might as well call yourself Don Geronimo. You know that name?
Why would that be embarrassing, sir?
Oh, come on, don't be offended, but why don't you call yourself Don Geronimo? Or
his name's Sean and my name's Wally.
Wally?
Wally, W-A-L-L-Y.
What about Don Geronimo? You know that name? Wait a minute. Let me finish.
All right.
So, what are you going to do? You going to talk to me or not?
You said let you finish. We're trying to let you finish.
God, you guys are rude, you know?
Thanks, sir.
Hey, let me talk.
Good job, baby.
What about Don Geronimo? Is he going to be coming in there soon?
He's on us. You're on right now with us, Don. Welcome aboard. How you doing, buddy?
Who?
You're on with us right now, man.
No, my name is not Don. I'm wondering, do you know Don Geronimo?
Sure do. We're talking to him, man.
Oh, you know, you guys are just ignorant.
Sucker! Thanks for calling, man. Have a good day.
Sure, airtime.
Yep. Have a good day.
What the heck was that all about?
Who is Don
Geronimo? Ross, go to Ross. Ross, go ahead.
Who's Don Geronimo, Ross?
We know who Don Geronimo is.
Can we call him?
Where is his
Don
show?
and Mike show. I think right now he is based out of California.
That a boy.
That away.
All right.
Sacramento looks to be more specific.
Can we call his show?
No, I think we're giving him enough publicity.
Michael Source.
Don Geronimo. Yeah. Don Geronimo. Yeah. Don Geronimo. Yeah. Don Geronimo. Don Geronimo.
A real man.
Ugliest find you'll ever see.
Hey now.
Donnie G. Coming at you live on 1140.
Oh, you mentioned that you have a lot.
Virtually every team.
But you have a lot of Packer jerseys. I didn't know that you branched out to other
Name
teams.
a team, and I'll tell you a jersey that's in my closet right now at home from that team.
Oilers.
All right, I don't have one from the Houston Oilers.
Okay.
Buccaneers.
That's way far back there. Yes, Buccaneers. As a matter of fact, I have a Buccaneers jersey with my name on the back of it.
Oh, nice.
Do you have a Panthers jersey?
Yes, I do. Morgan, number 55.
I want to know, being a Niner fan, what Niner jersey you have.
I have a Joe Montana white jersey. I have a Steve Young jersey. I have a Steve Young throwback jersey.
Nice.
And I have a Keena Turner jersey.
Keena Turner.
Number 51, I believe.
Okay.
Next team.
How about the Kansas City Chiefs? Ooh.
Yes, I have a Lamal Charles, I believe is the young gentleman's name.
Jamal Charles?
It's the last name Charles. It's number 25.
Where did you get it?
It's in my closet. Listen, if you ask me about this, here's the deal, dude. I used to love football so much, if possible, more than I do now. I would go through a phase when football season started. I would wear my authentic jerseys every single day to see if I could go an entire month. First, I tried to go a month with wearing just different Packer clothes every day, and that was fine. Then I decided to open it up and really go for every team in the league. So I would be the guy, before they were available in mass production everywhere, I would go like to the Mitchell and Ness store in Philadelphia, where they sold all these throwbacks, but every once in a while you could look under and see like a real, honest-to-goodness Houston Texans jersey, like the first year they came out.
That was the team I was about to ask.
I have no idea who it is, but I have the jersey of some dude that was on the team because it's got the patch sewn on that says inaugural season, Houston Texans.
Wow. Okay.
And really, I could go to my closet today after the show and just bring in you a photographic proof that I have these jerseys. If someone says Keena Turner was 58, like I said, I got the jersey. I'm not sure about the numbers on some of these.
Here's the thing. Let's test it because Packers in the NFC North. Do you have any Bears, Vikings
super
jerseys?
question.
Yes, I do. I have a Jim McMahon jersey. I have a Gary Fensick jersey from the Chicago Bears from the 85 season. I have a Brett Favre jersey from the Vikings. I have a Jim McMahon jersey from the Vikings. I have a Joey Harrington jersey from the Lions.
Oh, my God.
And I have a Barry Sanders jersey from the Lions.
I can't fault you about the Barry Sanders, though. But you do have other NFC North teams in your closet.
All the teams.
And do you break those out at all?
Do I wear them?
Yes.
Not much, dude. I mean, like I said, there was a time when
They just sit there and collect dust.
to start the football season, I would wear one in every day, and I would look like "Hi, please rape me." Might as well have been written on my forehead because I would wear them with jeans tucked in. Okay, that was the look, because it was the look I remember back in high school when you were able to wear your jersey in on Fridays.
Oh, because it was free dress Friday.
You got to wear your jersey in,
of course,
and you had to tuck your jersey in, and that's the way that I would wear it. And many of my longtime listeners who remember, I would show up to work in an ill-fitting, even back then, Edgerrin James jersey, or a Marshall Faulk jersey from the Indianapolis Colts from way back. I mean, I've got from every stupid team.
Is your Geronimo Buccaneer jersey? Is that the old uni or is that
it's the new one? It's the new one because we were on the radio station that had the rights to the Buccaneers. Now I do have the throwback. I do have the creamsicle one, the Doug Williams jersey.
Oh, okay,
old school.
Of course I do. Listen, what gay football lover wouldn't have that? And this is again, ladies and gentlemen, I'll look into my, and maybe I shouldn't use the word gay. Maybe I should say my artistic side, the side of me that just loves putting on a good costume.
What's the worst jersey you have? The one you look at and go, why did I even have this in the closet?
There's a lot, dude. There's a lot
like
of
a player or something.
Joey Harrington has to be up there.
Right. It's like I look at someone like Drew Bledsoe with the Patriots. Why do I even have that jersey? Well, I know why. It's because we don't have. It's because it's the jersey when they had the guy that's on their helmets was on their shoulders.
Right. No, I know what you're saying.
That's why I got that jersey. For whatever reason, the Atlanta Falcons. Forget it. I must have maybe 9 Falcons jerseys, and a lot of them game worn.
Wow.
And like the stuff where it's got the jersey comes, it's got like a built-in diaper on it. Have you ever seen these type of jerseys where It comes from behind you. It's got a flap, and then it's got 2 buttons on the front of it.
No, I have not seen those.
And it's like you're diapering yourself into your uniform.
I have a real Patrick Marleau Sharks jersey that has the snap. The snap that snapped into their pants, but I never seen an NFL jersey.
Name any stupid team, and I've got the dumb jersey.
But how about the New York Giants?
Yeah, of course, I've got an LT jersey.
Oh, well, that's not that.
I want to go back to the Falcons. Who are the Falcons? That
You got Dion. You got old school Dion.
Jamal Anderson.
Yeah.
Dirty Bird.
Maybe Chris. Who was their quarterback?
Chandler.
Chris Chandler. Yeah, number 12.
Oh my God.
You know what?
I want to take a peek.
I should go through and I should make a note of all the jerseys that I have.
Yes, I want to know.
Do a Vine video.
Because you have, dude, you have no idea the amount of money I wasted. One of the things I want to talk about today on the show is I was reading a report about this poor son of a bitch who threw his life savings into Beanie Babies.
Oh, no.
And it's like
I remember those.
He's totally busted now. And he did it recently, not within like the last 20 years. This was a recent thing. He said, I think the whole Beanie Babies thing is making a comeback. Ooh. So he spent $100,000 and
wow.
nothing. And you have no idea, friends, the amount of money that I would waste on these jerseys. Back in the day.
Especially the real game.
Yeah, the Mitchell and Ness.
Yeah, what are those, $300 a pop?
At least.
The Mitchell and Ness back in the day, sometimes they were $600.
Jesus.
$600 for a jersey.
A caller just called to ask what Steelers jerseys you have. So I said I would ask for her.
I have Roethlisberger. Mm-hmm. I think I have Mean Joe Green.
Now, are these?
That's a nice one.
Wait a minute.
I have Lynn Swan.
Oh, wow.
Are all of them real in game worn, or you have some of the printed
Here's the deal.
ones?
Here's the deal. First off, they're printed before they and this is where you're going to find. I know way too much about this.
I'm very interested.
I'm ready. If you still have that tape, He's So Gay, I'm ready for it. It wasn't until a certain time that the shoulder pad area became shiny on the jerseys, and after that they started sewing on the numbers.
Oh,
the teams that were the latest to join the sewing the number phenomenon was like Dallas. Even when all the other teams in the league were sewing the numbers on, Dallas was still printing them on. Now they all print them on, Drew. So I have many jerseys that. There it is. Thank you. Thank you. I'll wear it.
No, this is fascinating.
To answer your question, most of my jerseys were the type that were very similar to the ones that were on the field. They would have the tag on the front that says "Made for the Phoenix Cardinals," for instance, and it would be made by like Wilson or somebody like that, by an off-brand. It was before they were made, and all the jerseys were made by one particular team. Mm-hmm. I've got it's like my own Beanie Babies thing. The amount of money I wasted on that is ridiculous. The only amount of money that I can ever picture myself wasting more on that didn't either go into my nose or into my lungs or later out my bladder.
That's the best kind of money.
Of course it is.
Spent.
And at least when I bought these jerseys, I was making a couple of bucks. Way back when I was, living through bankruptcy, hello 70s, when I was crushed. I was the music director for a radio station, and every once in a while a perk would be that they would come by, the people from the record companies, the record ducks, the promoters, they would come by, and they would have these outrageous satin jackets. And
are these the starter jackets from back in the day?
Yeah, but like for rock bands, though. For everything from,
I hear
from ELO to the Bee Gees to Bob Seger. And, man, you knew you were happening if you were sporting one of these jackets, which now, incidentally, would get you bullied to the nth degree. Well, one of the record ducks says to me, you know where we buy these jackets. They're not like custom made for the labels. There's a place where we buy these jackets. Mm-hmm. This was when I was living in Indianapolis. And he said, I think it was Marion, Indiana, wherever it was. He showed me this place where all they were doing was basically silk screening stuff on satin baseball jackets for record companies. So I walked into this room and there was a Bob Seger satin jacket, and next to that was a Neil Diamond satin jacket, and next to that was an Alice Cooper satin jacket, and next to that was an ELO satin jacket. And I mean, I had no money. And these jackets retailed in the store for like $75 each.
Nice.
I would buy 5 or 6 of them at a clip. Just why not? Because I wanted to be cool. Because the next day at the radio station, I would wear the stupid jacket around.
You wear a Neil Diamond satin jacket?
Oh, I was that guy. Absolutely. Right. And I would wait for people to say, where'd you get that from? And I would always say, it was a gift from the record company. Because that was like a stock and trade. It was the more junk you had from the record companies, the more play you had. And sometimes I would even say to the guys from the record companies, "Oh, I got this from a record company," and they'd look at the jacket and go, "That's quality." That's nice. They didn't know I went to the place in Marion, Indiana, and bought it myself.
Are you still buying jerseys now?
No.
Because I will tell you this. If you go online and just type into Google cheap jerseys, you'll come up with a bunch of Chinese websites.
Here's the deal, though, dude. I don't believe I said this to Dave way back in the day.
Yes.
When Dave tried to sell me on the $19 Chinese jersey.
I have some. They work.
You know what? I'm sorry. I like my jerseys being made by Taiwanese babies, where the moms are having to work while they're giving birth. I want they're making 1 cent an hour, but damn it, they have the real seal, made by Reebok, made by Nike in third world countries. That's what I want.
Fair enough.
Don't give me the Chinese knockoff.
Fair enough.
Well,
give me the third world original.
The way your wife's winning these days, you could start collecting jerseys again.
Yes.
No kidding, dude. No kidding. So I have way too many jerseys, and I've always I don't know what it's about me. Like it was the satin jackets, it's jerseys, it's the Batman uniforms, it's the Star Trek uniforms.
Well,
my Elvis uniform that I've got. Have I ever mentioned that to you? That I have 2 separate Elvis jumpsuits. What man owns 2 Elvis jumpsuits?
It's the same man who owns a Batman cowl and a Star Trek uniform.
Well,
That's the man.
I'll tell you the type of man that owns 2 Elvis jumpsuits. The man that rents them from a costume place and then realizes after Halloween, I must own this suit.
Did you go and buy it from
I
him?
must just call them and say, I have stained this beyond repair. I will buy this from you. Fine merchant. How much for this Elvis suit? Anyway, this whole thing with football, what got me on this thing about going about all of my jerseys, it is more psychological than anything with me at this point because football is back. And here's the prime example of it. Yesterday, my wife was out running errands, doing stuff in the world of Janet.
Yeah. And
it was late in the day, and it was like 6 o'clock, 6:30. She wasn't home yet. I was like the guy in Pleasantville, just there in the movie Pleasantville, staring at my my empty plate, going, "Where's my wife and my dinner?" She got home and she said, "Hey, honey," and she started to make dinner. And I said, "Hey, listen, why don't we turn on Ray Donovan on Showtime?" And she said, "No, aren't you watching the game?" She says, "That's why I wasn't home earlier today. I've already started to block out time where I know." And I was thinking to myself, "This is why I love you, baby. This is why I love you. This is why dinner wasn't on the table at 6, and it's fine with me because she's already figured out on the very first most worthless game of the year. She's figured out I'm useless to her.
It's perfect. It is that time of year. I got the feeling.
I love her.
Mm-hmm.
There, I said it publicly. I love her, and I did watch at least the first half of that stupid game. You know, I would like to get some audio from that game because I noticed between the fact that there weren't many people there as compared to a regular NFL game because they play that in a high school stadium, the Hall of Fame game. Al Michaels' dentures, I have mentioned this in previous years, but last night it was awful. The Ashes. Well, we got the Seattle Seahawks on Sunday night. The Dallas Cowboys, and Collinsworth would leave him hanging when he would be out there with his teeth virtually jumping out of his mouth, like, get us out of here.
Well, he's waiting to take that chair. How old is Al?
Al's got to be, 70?
He's got to be 70 now.
And every time there was one of those S's or the dreaded double S's, like Cowboys on the 7 with 6 seconds to shave the game. I kept waiting for someone to write down Sally sells seashells by the seashore.
Oh, that's good.
Because it sounds like the teeth
are slipping.
And Al Michaels got that whole simian look to him anyway. I mean, Al Michaels looks like a monkey out there. I mean, look at his haircut. Al Michaels is a very monkey-looking guy to begin with. You take off his shirt, you get him outside dragging his knuckles around.
Long gray hairs on the nipples.
You get him driving the DUI to Spago in Beverly Hills, throwing some of those ashes out, dentures.
Hey, sexy.
Let's seriously do a search for audio from last night's game.
Right, I'll check it out.
And I've got, like everyone does now, I've got the surround sound. I had that thing booming. And I kept rewinding it last night. I kept saying to Janet, listen to this. I really think that Al Michaels' dentures are slipping.
As Tanny takes a knee, and that's going to wrap it up for the Hall of Fame game and the Hall of Fame weekend. 24-20. is the final score. And 3 weeks from tonight, we're back on with one more preseason game. It's Minnesota at San Francisco.
San Francisco.
Okay, now that you pointed it out.
All right, give me more of it.
That's the only clip I have so far. I'll grab some more in the break.
Let me hear it again. Play it again.
Absolutely.
Hold on a second.
As Tandy takes a knee, and that's going to wrap it up for the Hall of Fame game and the Hall of Fame weekend. 24-20 is the final score. And 3 weeks from tonight, we're back on with one more preseason game. It's Minnesota at San Francisco.
It's so funny.
Minnesota at San Francisco.
You know now that you point, Minnesota and San Francisco.
And every time there was one of those, and the one that he had the most problems with was, well, we're going to be seeing this team a lot this year, the Seattle Seahawks.
Oh, that alliteration.
And then he gets to the name that he loves because there's no S's in it. Oh, I take it back. There is Russell Wilson. I guess that's not a safe name.
From the Seahawks.
Drew Brees. No, you see, you got the S's there. Drew Brees.
The Saints.
Aaron Rodgers. I'm sorry, that's an S. That's an S. You know what name that I can like? Peyton Manning.
Yes, Colin Kaepernick.
No S's. Colin Kaepernick. No S's. Pork chops, excuse me, like on the Brady Bunch. Pork chops and applesauce. For those of you who remember the Brady Bunch.
Now, thank you for pointing that out, because that's all I'm going to hear now when I hear him on Sundays.
And it's much more pronounced, pronounced. Anyway, thank God football is back.
Just a few more weeks.
Is there a cannabis sign for me outside the radio
there
station?
There is 2 signs outside that I noticed driving up today.
All I know is that I'm standing outside today, and radio's Tom from Pat and Tom comes up to me and says, "Hey, dude, I love your cannabis sign." And I said, "I know not this cannabis sign you speak of."
Well, a loyal listener put one up that said, "Cannabis loves Don Geronimo." Then they put another one up that said, "We love Don Geronimo," something similar to that. And there's the guy who calls up pretends he's my dad. And it says Drew's Pa underneath it.
Oh, really? So you mean that so are you telling me I could say that these are billboards? In effect, could I say this that they're being advertised?
Guerrilla marketing, yes, you can.
Right now outside the fabulous KHTK studios? Yes. And what does the first one say? The first one says
cannabis loves Don Geronimo, which is a fact.
And vice versa. And what's the other one say about your dad?
Oh, something about love Don Geronimo, and then it's signed Drew's Pa.
Oh, well, how very nice that is. How very nice that is. Excuse me, as Al Michaels would say, very nice.
More, please. More, please.
How nice that is.
Now you pointed out, you're not going to be able to let it slide now.
Tonight, Seattle Seahawks and the Super Sounds of the San Francisco 49ers. Listen, Drew, when we come back from the break today, I got to find out. How professional of me. Give me a moment. I just swallowed that one in for you, the radio listener. Drew, I want to find out what happened with you and your neighbor and the dogs. Also, watch out, criminals. My wife is going to be performing on jury duty. I got to get to this guy who has an unnatural response from his body. He has an orgasm every time he hears the James Bond movie themes. This is a real story.
I have a hard time believing that.
Well, that's why I've got the story and much more. Let me break. We'll come right back, everybody, on the mighty KHTK.
Why are you taking him away? Where's he going? We kind of need to stick.
This is the Don Geronimo Show.
Have you seen my boy?
Yeah, your weird ass son got on a bus full of happy people skipping around all over the place.
Does this mean it's halftime?
CBS Radio.
Show me one person who does not shave the bottom of their foot.
Don Geronimo.
Hell yeah!
Hold on, I just creeped myself out.
This is the Don Geronimo Show.
Just hit G8.
Argle bargle.
It's so hard being white. The Don Geronimo Show.
Tell me about it.
You can call the Don Geronimo Show anytime. 1-800-920-1140. 339-1140. He's ready.
I'm ready.
To believe you.
To believe you. Well, I'm watching this ridiculous coverage here on ESPN about stupid A-Rod.
Breaking news.
And it looks to me like John Kruk and Kurt Schilling just crawled out of the same sewer together before they went on TV. It looked like they've been out trolling all night for Strange and giving their fabulous take on this, especially John Kruk, who always looks to me like he's making in his pants when he's on TV.
He's a big boy. Always
looks like he's just halfway right there in mid-make. Hey, listen, I want to call a texter. Right here.
All right.
Because I'm this small. I'm this petty.
What happened?
Third one down. Pork chops and applesauce is from the Little Rascals, not the Brady Bunch.
Oh. Well, let's call him. Let's see what he's doing.
I'm sorry. This is where I draw the line in the sand. So we now wait for Little Joe to pick up. Wait to hear the guy. Now we won't be able to hear him. You'll hear when Joe picks up, the guy will say, "Hello, dumb texter here," and then Joe will say, "Hey, it's me. it's me, Little Joe, dumb texter." Because I'm standing by with my proof.
Pick up.
How many rings are we at, Joe?
4
rings.
Now listen, don't send me a text like this because you know I'm going to respond to this. Out of all the stupid texts that I get on this show, this is one that I respond to.
We've reached Tony.
All right, Tony, I don't.
Are we up to a message yet?
Beep.
Okay. Hey, stupid texter.
Hey, stupid texter.
Hey, it's me, Don.
Hey, it's me, Don.
Listen.
Listen.
I'm small.
I'm small.
I'm petty.
I'm petty.
But I want to tell you something. You son of a bitch.
You son of a bitch.
You listen to me right now.
You listen to me right now.
A-Rod gets 214
games.
But he doesn't have to start till Thursday.
But he doesn't have to start till Thursday.
What's up with that, sports fans?
What's up with that, sports fans? Now.
Pork chops. Applesauce. Pork chops. Applesauce. Not from Little Rascals.
Not from Little Rascals.
From Brady Bunch. Listen, dummy.
Listen, dummy.
Hey, Mom.
Are we satisfied with the message?
Oh no! We want to add more because I want you to actually
continue recording.
I want you to relay what the Bradys are saying.
Pressing 4. At the tone, please continue to record.
Now repeat the Bradys.
Okay.
What's for dinner?
What's for dinner?
Pork chops.
Pork chops.
Pork chops.
Pork chops.
What else?
What else?
Applesauce.
Applesauce.
Pork chops.
Pork chops.
And applesauce.
And applesauce.
Ain't that swell?
Ain't that swell?
You got something stuck in your teeth.
You got something stuck in your teeth? Why you say that? I missed that one. Hello?
You say we're having...
That's when Sam the Butler shows up to deliver the meat to Alice. Listen, never question me on the Brady Bunch.
Question me on the Brady Bunch.
Thanks for calling 1140.
Thanks for calling 1140.
Home of the fan.
Home of the fan.
Home of the brave.
And home of the brave.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Didn't W.C. Fields say that originally?
He may have, but it's famous in my world for the Brady Bunch.
Understood.
For the Brady Bunch.
Pork chops. And applesauce. And...
I rather liked hearing Little Joe doing scenes from, I guess I could listen to Little Joe do a scene from just about anything.
Flawless.
Hold on a second.
Well, thank you.
It's very good. He's a great repeater.
You know what I want to try to find is...
it's a talent.
It's my career.
I got it here. Hold on. I've got the Big Bang. T-H-E. Big Bang Theory.
Oh, my God. I just saw Crunk and Kurt. Oh, you're
Don't
right.
they both look like they just climbed out of the sewer?
Hey, no, Aaron...
Kurt looks like he's on a bender.
Yes, but Aaron Boone was just on TV, and he looks like crap as well. All three of those guys were partying last night.
Look at John Kroc. And doesn't it now? Look right there. Doesn't it look like he's going to the bathroom in his pants?
He's got the crap sweats.
Yes. Can you imagine? He's probably got no suit pants on. He's probably just, wearing his whatever, UC Davis shorts.
Breakaway pants.
Underneath there.
UC Davis shorts. Touchdown, UC Davis.
You know what I got here for you, Little Joe? We're going to do some wonderful Little Joe Says.
All right, I'm excited.
Get out of here. Hello, John, buddy.
Hi, Don. I'm pretty sure that Sam was not the butler, but the butcher.
Did I say butler? Well, I meant butcher. He brought Alice's meat. I'm sorry.
Oh, don't question him.
He did bring Alice's meat.
Of course he did. Thank you. Never question me on the Brady Bunch. Everyone knows that he was Sam the Butcher.
Stop it. And
Sam,
a pretty good butler on his side job.
Sam the Butler. All right, here we go. Here's the Big Bang Theory. No laugh track.
All right.
Remember we played these one time, and it's just weird to hear them with the pauses where they put the ha-has in.
The laugh tracks, yeah.
Which is what I thought for the longest time what they were doing on Jim Rome's show.
Nothing makes beer taste better than cool, clear Rocky Mountain
Nothing makes beer taste better than cool, clear Rocky Mountain spring water.
Anyway.
I missed that one.
Philadelphia. Really? I thought they were out west somewhere.
Really? I thought they were out west somewhere.
Never mind.
All right.
It only works with the Brady Bunch.
Note to self.
Oh, boy. That's okay.
I do like listening to it without the laugh track, though.
The movie Rocky take place.
Philadelphia. Okay, now I get it.
So this is the plan? From now on, we're just gonna hide out in here to avoid the shamey?
I'm very comfortable here. Penny dear, why don't you shoot another silver bullet my way?
Kaylee Cuoco. You know, she was hot when that show first started.
Overrated.
And
she was never hot,
Eight
man.
Simple Rules. Remember the John Ritter?
Ritter's son.
But she's been doing
that was with John Ritter, right? Before he died, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And she's been doing these Priceline commercials with Shatner.
Man, she has Toyota commercials, too.
She's very plain. She's very plain.
Thank you.
Dime a dozen.
She has alcoholic cheeks. Just droopy.
Does she?
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of hers.
She looked
Overrated.
She looked like Grimace in one of them because she had this big purple suit on her hips are a little wide.
And she doesn't have nice breasticles.
No.
There, I said it.
Very overrated.
I said it.
Yes.
Although she loves doing the push-up thing. Like she was in a photo shoot for Maxim magazine.
I can do that too.
She's pushing them together. Kaylee, what's her name? Kaylee Cuckoo?
Kaylee Cuoco.
Kaylee Cuckoo. I'm cuckoo for Kaylee. I'm cuckoo. And you know what? I bet she's a tramp. I bet she's the trampiest of the tramps.
Really, you think so? She's probably.
You know how she got that job.
It's probably face to face only with her.
You
can't spin her around and have some fun. It's just face to face.
He was what's his name? Was writing some of his old vanity cards, and she snuck a vanity card right in there. It was like Monica Lewinsky, except she wrote it all down. Who's that dude with the vanity cards? It's
dude, I know you're.
Who's the dude that does the 2.5 Men? He's also the
that's
Big Bang
Chuck
Theory.
Lorre.
Chuck
Thank
Lorre.
you.
That's it.
How did I know?
She
that?
just slipped a note in there one day when he was looking at all his vanity cards. It said, "I really want to do you." Signed the chick with the alcoholic cheeks. And he looked up and he said, "Yes. Come to my trailer." Have you ever noticed when you see celebrities in their trailers on set somewhere, quite often they're star wagons, and it's WAGGONS. Have you ever looked at that and wondered, why is it written like that? I'll tell you why.
Thank you.
Because those RVs come from TV's Lyle Waggoner, who was on the Carol Burnett Show and was the guy on Wonder Woman with Linda Carter. This is the guy. He was on the Carol Burnett Show. Really, he was the only guy on that show who was not funny. Everyone else on Carol Burnett was hilarious. Carol Burnett, Tim Conway, Harvey Korman, Vicki Lawrence was funny, and then you had this guy. And Lyle Waggoner would always come out when they needed a good-looking guy, or if they were doing a Superman skit, because he could always put on the Superman suit and pull it off. Anyway, the guy was in showbiz, but not really in showbiz. So, like, when the Carol Burnett Show goes off the air, everyone else is getting jobs except him, because what did he do on that show? Well, he figures out, I've been with a lot of stars who are on sets, and none of them seem to like their trailers. I'm going to start tricking out these trailers, and he was like the first guy to put a VCR in a trailer for a celebrity.
Ooh, breaking.
And put mirrors on the ceiling, whatever.
I got you.
Everywhere you go now, it's star wagons.
So we have Lyle Waggoner to thank for that.
Yes, Lyle Waggoner.
Okay.
That's for him by name.
I haven't been anywhere where I've seen stars in trailers before. Where
Not
have you?
not even like when you're seeing a movie that's based on a movie, like where they're walking through the whatever.
Oh,
they're walking
okay.
through if they're walking through the back lot area of a movie set, you'll see those things all the time, and that's what it is.
I got you. Okay.
Lyle Waggoner. Listen, Drew, here's what I want to get to.
Yeah.
We do have to talk about those Dolphins uniforms.
Oh, my God. Horrendous.
Those uniforms are ridiculous. And ladies and gentlemen of this kangaroo court, I know that it was just last year that me, the modern-day Mr. Blackwell, came before you. I know none of you know who this is. Just think very gay and very into fashion. I was very upset last year when the collars appeared on the jerseys.
Yeah.
I remember it was the New Orleans Saints that were playing in the Hall of Fame game last year, I believe. And I said, I can't watch this team anymore with these stupid collars on their shirts. And it's painted on, right? And it's like half the teams have the collars painted on. It's probably something you, the Joe sports fan, Joe football lover, you never noticed. But me, I noticed this.
I noticed the Bills wear it, too, the collar on it.
Yes. Denver does, too.
Mm-hmm.
I've noticed your good teams, they don't have it. Your heritage teams, your Green Bay Packers, your New York Giants, your San Francisco 49ers, they don't have the stupid collars on their shirts.
I'm not a fan of that at all.
They don't. Like the Redskins have the collars on their shirts. What are you putting the collars on your shirts for?
Take the collars off.
What are you doing with the painted collars? So this is what bothered me last night when I'm watching the game. I was telling Drew, I'm watching the game last night, and I'm thinking, it kind of looks to me like those are Carolina Panthers jerseys. It's like it looked to me like the color, the aqua color of the Miami Dolphins. And what the hell is there doing with a big blue line down the middle of that helmet? Blue?
One word to describe uniforms last night.
Blue.
Fruity. Fruity uniforms.
Yeah,
I hate it. The deep aqua Dan Marino Dolphins jersey, I liked that.
Where's
was
the orange?
And I liked the Dolphin with the little helmet on coming out of the side.
Yes, you know what?
I don't like this new.
They make them all like that. It's like they made the Denver Bronco new. They made the Buffalo Bill new. They made the Arizona Cardinal new.
It's very feminine Echo the Dolphin on the side of their helmet. I don't like it. And this light powder aqua color. Ooh, it was terrible.
Hello,
You're right.
welcome
The blue stripe.
Welcome to Miami.
Yeah, that's exactly what it screams.
Well, I used to like that little Dolphin that would have the little football helmet.
Yes.
It had the M on the side of it.
Yes, it did. It was fantastic.
So anyway, well, I guess we have just discussed that the Dolphins uniform.
Well, they're terrible. They're just absolutely.
Let me see, Drew. I do want to ask you about your neighbor and the dogs.
Yeah.
When we last left you on Friday's episode, there was a very good chance that you were going to have to be bailed out of jail because you'd been in a text war with your neighbor about your dogs.
Yeah.
Getting out during the day and barking when this guy that's your neighbor tries to sleep during the day. And you set it up with the guy saying, okay, listen, you son of a so-and-so, I'll see you at 3:30.
Yeah, like it's high school.
Right. So you set up the time to have the big fight with him.
Yeah.
Friday at 3:30, you're still here.
Mm-hmm.
You weren't killed, and you never called me and asked me for bail.
No.
So tell me what happened.
I went over there. It was like 3:45. I went over there to his house next door because I saw the car pull in. Hey, Dum Dum One, let's have a chat. So I wanted to have a talk. Now he was pretty.
Now this is you referring to him as Dum Dum One?
Yes, but I said his name. I don't want to say it on the air, but I said his name. And he answered the door, and I said, "Listen, dude."
He said, "Hey there, Walt Gray."
Yes, Nancy Grace. Let's have a chat. We had a chat, and immediately he was very defensive from the texts and the messages that I had left him while I was at the office.
Oh, he wasn't such a big man face to face, huh?
No, he was not happy that I had called his roommate because he lives there with his sister, his girlfriend, the roommate, and it's him. 4 people in the house. Okay, 4 people.
Wow.
His roommate is banging his sister.
Oh, wow.
Fun, right?
Yeah.
It's fun for everybody.
4.
Yes. He answered the door. He's very defensive, Don. He said, listen, dude, I don't know what pissed you off about. I said, you've been texting me at work, so we get into that whole thing. So I actually would go out to his front lawn, and I said, this is where, and I had to go.
Pull down your pants.
Property lines.
To the bathroom.
And we got little.
And incidentally, that's how you settle any argument. I defy you to find an argument that will continue, and this has been time-tested with me over the years with CBS management. You pull down your pants, and you go to the bathroom on someone's front yard or on their desk or on the hood of their car, I guarantee you, argument is over.
Yes.
Now, a lot of times you're going to get canned.
Oh,
But
man.
you're going to find you're out of the argument.
Just to wrap it up,
It's a great icebreaker.
It was screaming about the dogs, and then we got into the property line argument. We have the adjacent fence, and I don't want to get into that. But it ended with him saying this, and I told Pittman this. He goes, you know what, dude? I've been having a real tough couple weeks at work, man, and maybe I should just check around for other neighbors' dogs. It's probably not your dogs that are barking. Winner. Boom. Conversation.
So he totally
was over.
caved.
Totally caved.
So did you go buy him a dress then?
No, I didn't.
As a nice little present for being such a good neighbor.
But here's the thing:
Sleep with the sister.
I left that wonderful voicemail for his roommate.
Yeah.
Aaron.
Easy.
And
Easy.
And he has yet to respond to me, or I haven't seen him yet. I didn't see him all weekend. I only talked to the one guy, but I haven't seen his roommate yet. And I think the voicemail speaks for itself. You guys heard it. I can't repeat it on the air. A lot of
I turned my mic off.
MFers and this and
Now,
that. And
just so everyone knows, in your neighborhood, even though you're a young urban hipster,
Yes.
in many ways, you're the old man standing out there and going, hey, you kids,
get off
of my yard. This is you.
Yes.
This is you. This is the magic of you.
I'm a very cranky
There's a very
old man.
somewhere inside
Yes.
your young man, militant, all dressed in black San Francisco Giants uniform you've got on
Spraying
today.
the skateboarders with the hose as they roll by.
Yes.
That's me.
You're a lot like Clint Eastwood in Gran Torino in
More
more
than
ways.
you,
Yeah,
more than you
ways.
think, Pittman.
Well, let me ask you,
He caved, though, Don.
Would you make friends with the people next door like Clint Eastwood? Remember, he ended up liking that food. Whatever remember, he loved the Korean food.
Yes, he did.
They made all those, and who wouldn't? They made those little egg rolls, those little
Yes.
shrimp rolls, and
By the
loved-
basket.
He loved them so bad.
No, Don, I will not be friends with him. You cannot come over. That's why I brought him out to the front lawn, because I didn't want to go into his house either with all the nonsense.
So you have the home field advantage with him, right?
Yes,
there
he's on my lawn.
on your yard.
I'm we're having the conversation over here.
Where the bodies
but
are buried.
He totally caved, and he said, like I said, 2 rough weeks at work, man. I've just been real irritable lately. Yeah, I win the conversation.
Right.
My dogs, I get to keep them. He's not calling animal control.
There you
I'm not
go.
building the goddamn fence.
You probably went over there with your most intimidating Drew look. How you
think so?
Yeah, I mean, if he's anything like Deuce and the way you handle him in the hallways, I'm sure this. Of course, that's why that guy caved.
Yeah,
just a wife beater and some NBA shorts and NBA socks pulled up.
Look at you. I
mean, cigarette hanging out of my mouth.
The guy probably evacuated his bowels just looking at you.
40 of King Cobra, half empty. Hell yeah, dude.
All right, Larry Allen.
Did you see that during the Hall of Fame?
Yes,
now, that was a real
great.
moment. There were a couple of real moments during the Hall of Fame stuff over the weekend. One of them was when Larry Allen said his wife would make him 2 chickens, a cake, and give him a 40.
That was his first date.
And I love it because like half the crowd embraced it and half the crowd was like, what's a 40?
What's Larry Allen, 350?
Oh, he's gigantic.
Got to be there.
He's gigantic. And then, of course, I was such a fan, and I am such a fan of the Packers. Those are my Packers. The Lombardi Packers, those are my Packers. So Dave Robinson finally gets in. And, the great thing about the NFL Hall of Fame is that, they're giving these guys microphones, and they have no ideas what they're going to say. Right. And he starts talking about, his wife was the only black wife in Green Bay when he first started playing for the team. Can you imagine what that was like? I cannot even imagine. It was like he'd be there with a team. Here's every single teammate he would meet. They go, hey, Dave Robinson, here's your teammate, Riley Cooper. Hey, Dave Robinson, here's your next teammate, Riley Cooper.
Let me ask you a question. You're from that neck of the woods. He's playing for the Packers. That team, they love that damn team. They wouldn't hate on him, would they? Because
no, and what he said was what I believe is true about Green Bay. It's not that they were racist. They had no knowledge.
They just didn't know what.
They had, like, wow, hey, there's someone that's not white.
Very naive.
Look at them.
Hey,
don't get next to that person that's not the same color as you.
That's right.
And until they all start wearing green and gold. And that's when it became so great. And Parcells, I'm always in the tank for Bill Parcells. I love it when he gets up there and speaks. I wish he would have yelled at his players though when he was up there because they kept going to the shots of Phil Simms out in the crowd. I just kept waiting for him to say, "Hey Simms, you moron," like he would when they were playing. I thought that Parcells gave the best of the speeches. I found that Warren Sapp, as I watched that, is like, dude. Warren Sapp's so played out as far as being emotional and stuff. It's like, I don't even know if I watched the Warren. Did I watch it? Who am I asking? I guess I'm asking the inner government. I'm thinking back in my memory. Did I watch that? No, I didn't watch Warren Sapp. Thank you, me.
Do you know who I enjoyed? Jonathan Ogden.
From the Ravens?
Yes.
Too soon. I got a break. We'll be right back. The other side of my brain says we should have gone to a break a minute ago. Okay. We'll be right back on KHTK.
It's that Kapuya! What? Ran to the rescue, but then I called my mama.
That makes much more sense.
Keep on swinging!
This is the Don Geronimo Show.
Man, them jokers were big, doggone.
Radio broadcast
brings you
Don Geronimo.
Y'all named her after that movie.
Have you seen the movie?
Hold on. This is the Don Geronimo Show.
Yep. Seen it twice.
You know what? That is not funny. That is not funny.
Proudly wearing his cape of honor, Don Geronimo. You can call the Don Geronimo Show anytime. 1-800-920-1140. 339-1140. He's ready to believe you.
No kidding. Now, listen, I'm amazed I get to any of the stuff that I actually have on my list every day for the show. Now, I'm not counting the list like of the Lindsay Lohan topless pictures from her new movie. My
Meh.
God, aren't
Yeah.
they? Yuck.
Meh.
Like dog toys.
Oh, God.
Let me see. Who's the celebrity you most cheat with? Who you'd want to cheat with? Chris Rock says he gave a Make-A-Wish kid a copy of the Pam Anderson sex tape. Kid Rock caught some a-hole breaking into his house. But these are not the things that I've even got on my first list of things to go to here. I've got Drew versus the Dogs. Okay, I got to that. Football. We kind of talked about how great it is to have football back. And I'm going to do the inventory, the jersey inventory for you tomorrow. Let me see. All right, kids, this is what show prep is like. I guarantee I won't get to anything on this list today. Maybe the James Bond story next. Beyond that, I love doing a show that just, it happens like it happens. But you always got to be prepared like the Boy Scouts. At some point, I want to talk about my wife getting called out to jury duty. This is very bad news for all local criminals because you know my wife.
She'll end up being the prosecutor.
Hanging judge. I want to talk to any of you parents out there who are, and feel free to say this in my company. that you are dreading the return of your kids from summer camp. And listen, it's not politically correct to say it, but I am a parent. I've been through that. When your kid gets old enough that you can ship your kid off to summer, it is like you were given a reprieve on your life for 6 weeks.
Dude, I never did that. I never went to summer
Well,
camp.
all of these privileged little bastards that live among us now, they all get shipped off somewhere for 6 weeks at a time. And some of the neighbors in my neighborhood are being a little out there about it. They're enjoying their beverages. They're what they are is they're like condemned men. They realize that very soon everything's going to go back to the way that it was, mainly because, little Johnny or Melissa, whatever, coming back from camp. I read something over the weekend. I would love to steal this idea. Up in Maine, I don't know why they would have something in Maine called the Redneck Olympics, because it seems to me you'd have a very hard time to find rednecks in Maine. But they had the Redneck Olympics over the weekend. I would love to steal this idea and make it my own. All I know is that I read a report that said that they were greasing up toilet seats and throwing them like horseshoes. And I said, right there, I could do a whole show based on greasing up toilet seats and throwing them like horseshoes.
They used to do something similar in Petaluma, which is not that far from here.
Right.
But it was kind of a redneck Olympic thing. But they'd sit on these giant logs and be above a mud pit, and they'd fill this pillow sack. They'd put a pillow cover full of dirt or something, and then you just sit there and hit each other in the forehead, and the first person who fell in the mud pit was a loser. But this is the kind of games that we're going.
Well, I want to steal this. I want to do the Redneck Olympics here. And so anyway, this is on my list. It's from Maine. I know that they grease up toilet seats. I mentioned this earlier in the show, bankrupt by Beanie Babies. I got some reports about this, about some poor bastard that lost $100,000 on Beanie Babies.
Right.
There's a report over the weekend. I want to talk about a mom-daughter team looking for a mom-daughter team looking for a father-son team to do a porno together. Wow. This is some serious business. What else we got? That My Little Pony convention was in Baltimore this past weekend. We've talked about that. It's all guys. It's all like
bronies.
Guys in their 20s that like My Little Ponies. The Running with the Bulls is coming to America this year. Did you know that? Yes, these are the topics that I wanted to bring to you on the radio today. And the Running of the Bulls, of all places, is going to be next year in America in Richmond, Virginia. Except, because it's America, we're going to PC it up, so we're going to make sure that, that the Bulls don't really hurt anybody. The Bulls don't hurt anybody. Then what have I not gotten to from previous shows? I want to buy some jingles, some new jingles for the show. So I guess I got to give you my ideas on those and play you some of the samples. We still got the list of 50 greatest TV movie cars ever. Bruce Willis, worst interview ever. New food sensation in Tokyo, black hot dogs. Where are they now? What is Joe Ardinger doing these days?
Oh, slow.
I've got the update, man. And listen, kids, these are only 2 pages of the 4 pages of things that I'll never get to on today's show.
Yeah.
For instance, they have so many whores, so many huas, prostitutes in Brazil. Are you aware that all of the prostitutes in Brazil are mobilizing and unionizing now for the World Cup?
As they should.
Because there's so many hookers.
Perfect.
So many hookers there.
Brazilian who.
And I got a note from someone over the weekend on Netflix. What is the movie? Is there a movie called Homer? Homer and Eddie. Somebody sent me a note and says, hey, if you're on Netflix, watch the movie Homer and Eddie. Here's the note. It's Whoopi Goldberg and Jim Belushi.
I'm looking at it right now.
Jim Belushi plays a retarded man.
The plot, Don, if you'd like to know, is a homicidal escaped mental patient with a brain tumor has only 1 month to live and meets a childlike, mentally challenged traveling companion for a cross-country car trip that brings unexpected meaning to their lives. Whoopi Goldberg.
This is a movie that we've got to watch on the show.
We have to.
We got Jim Belushi playing a tard with Whoopi Goldberg driving across America. All right, all of these things are things that I want to talk about on the show. We've been back from our vacation and then from the extra couple of days that the company made us take. Yeah. I don't even know if I mentioned during our vacation time, Little Joe, this is in my notes. Did I see you tweeting that you wanted to do stand-up at the Punchline?
Oh, yeah. I've actually, I've talked to Drew about this. I have an idea about doing a panel show out there and getting a bunch of guys from like Drew, you if you'd be willing to do it, but get some radio guys out there and do it a panel show. And I pitched it to them, and they actually liked the idea.
I thought that you were tweeting, and I guess how long ago did you tweet that? Like a month ago?
Oh God!
Because I wrote it down on my notes that you wanted to do something like, hey, I want to do stand up at the Punchline, and I remember because I sent you a tweet back like, let me know the night that you're there, because that's a show I will not miss.
Yeah, it's been an itch that I've had for a while. I'd love to get up there and do something, but
Oh goodness, maybe we can make that happen.
Well,
maybe
of course we can.
The Summer of Little Joe. I would love it. Now, Jesus, would you be the angry Little Joe? Is that the angle you'd go for up on stage?
Yeah, it'd just be me. That would be me.
I mean, Pittman's serious about this too, Don. I mean, he's been writing a lot. How many minutes do you have? Not that I know anything about it or would do it, because that's very scary.
How many minutes do you
No,
have?
I don't know how many minutes I have. I've been just writing for. Even if I don't do it, I just write to get it off my chest. You know what I mean?
It's just the F word 500 times.
But I don't write like jokes. I write stories.
Are you observational?
Like, yes. Well, not observational,
but
just
Jerry. Like what?
No.
What's the deal?
Well, if I was, it'd be like, what's the deal with my buddy crapping his pants?
Yeah, right.
And then I'd tell the story about my buddy crapping his pants. And then I'd tell a story about I crapped my pants. And then I'd tell a story, things like that. The things that have happened in my life and how I hate my family and my life and my kids and my wife.
Listen, let's book this show. Let's book you at the Punchline. Let's find you. It's too bad you couldn't have opened for Drew Carey this past week.
I heard he killed it, by the way.
Yeah, I got a lot of reports that he did quite well as well.
Great job.
Which I've never
like he was going to do anything except kill, right? Like because Drew Carey is really a funny guy in real life.
Yeah, but I've never seen his act, so I never knew that he was.
You're not old enough to remember. Like I told him when we had him on the show last week. There I go, name dropper. You. I remember when he was on Johnny for the first time. When he came out, and to be honest, it was before I knew who Chris Farley was. But looking back at it, the celebrity that Drew Carey most resembled was. You know when what's his name? He would do the Down by the River.
It's about Farley.
Yeah, Chris Farley in a van down by the river. Mm-hmm. That was what Drew Carey looked like, with the short sleeve
and the glasses,
the button down, and the tie and the glasses, and
the
crew cut, and his material killed. It killed. He came out and talked. Let me see if I remember what he did on the Carson show. He came out. He talked about crap in his pants.
Matt Foley.
Then he talked about his friends crap in his pants, and then he talked about his anger issues and how he hated his family.
Well, there goes my act.
Well, I'm sorry. That's the Little Joe act. That's the Little Joe act. Now, would you ever want to practice on the show?
No, I'm not gonna be Joe Ardinger and.
You don't?
Nah.
Would you write?
I love these texts though.
Would you write me some snappy one-liners?
Yeah. Well,
Would you write me some gags?
I'm trying to write myself some snappy one-liners first.
Well, God knows I can use them. I'm always out of snappy one-liners. I could use one right now. See, right now is an awkward moment where it would be great. Little Joe, write me a snappy one-liner right now. Just put it up on the screen. I'm going to put you on the spot. Here we go. Because this is a brief, awkward moment where I'm segueing now between topics. And I need something to help me through, a non sequitur, if you will.
I understand what you're saying.
Now, remember, you're on broadcast radio, so you can't play it as loose as you normally would.
Mm-hmm. There wouldn't be any swearing.
So like I was saying,
Joe stand-up.
Drew hates his black neighbor. Now let's talk about James Bond.
That wasn't really snappy. You know?
Is your neighbor black?
Yeah. Yeah, he's black.
Hey, good for you, brother. Yeah. Good for you. Good for you, man. Wow, you're lucky you didn't get your ass beat.
Hey, Ron.
Why is it whenever we talk about blacks, the one black guy in the station walks into the studio?
Because he knows. He's got that sixth sense.
His spidey sense is tingling.
Yes.
It's tingling. So, is he like Urkel?
No, he's like Kevin Durant.
So you mean he's a student of the game?
Yes, very intelligent, very bright young man.
He's a gym rat?
Yes.
Is he tall like Kevin Durant is?
Yeah, he's pretty tall.
Oh, really? So in reality, he could probably
he's probably
beat your ass.
He's probably 6'3".
Hey,
no joke.
You. Good for you. And you did this without a gun at your side?
What is he, George Zimmerman?
Yeah, come on.
Come on, yes. Yes, he is. You know that in real life.
Hey, I'm all about
You know Drew. He's
Don,
Mr. Neighborhood Watch.
Listen to me.
Yeah.
I'm all about peace and love, man.
Sure you are.
Peace and love.
So you're gonna? Are you and your black friend gonna join me for Little Joe's opening night at the Punchline?
Yes, of course we are. We will
2 tickets.
more than happy to
And
come out and see our boy Pittman.
I'm gonna bogart that guy, and I'm gonna put him on my list of black friends, like we were coming up with last week.
So now you have 16.
16, yeah.
16 now. The Kevin Durant dude with the dogs that lives next to Drew Hoffer.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you. And Joe, anytime you feel those one-liners coming to you, I am ready to give you full credit.
Oh, right.
Right there.
Perfect.
That liner, that killer line was supplied by Little Joe.
Mm-hmm.
Watch him at the punchline. You know, the thing is, Joe, I think if you got up there, I think you have it in you. You would have to go all the way with your dark side, though. I mean, I think the Little Joe, angry comedian, mad at the world, mad at the audience.
Straight Doug Stanhope, just get hammered and go up there.
That's the thing. Pittman is influenced by some of the best in the world. You know what I mean? He's always listening to Rogan and Norton and Bill Burr.
No offense. Those guys are funny, though.
Yes, they are.
That's a great point.
I mean,
right?
if we're talking about angry, uptight comedians, what those guys have is they have true comedy that comes through. What I'm saying
maybe it rubbed off on Pittman.
I don't know about the chops on Little Joe yet. I don't. Now listen, he can make me laugh, but let's be very honest. A dog going to the bathroom can make me laugh.
It's very frightening.
I'm not the best barometer on what's funny.
Pittman, you know I'm behind you 100%.
I know you are, buddy.
I'll be there front row. Laughing my ass
I thought you were going to be on stage with me.
All I'm saying is I think maybe, his whole hook will be that he's a very dangerous guy. Joe Pittman. You don't want to come see him because you don't know what's going to happen when you go to see Joe Pittman. You hope it's a good night for angry Joe Pittman.
You should end it with like Bud Dwyer. Just end it on stage.
With AGP. That's right.
If it doesn't go well, believe me.
And how about that?
Paper bag's coming out.
Now listen, would you pack them in or not? If you said, listen, I'm embarking on a 78-city tour. I promise you, during one of these shows, I'm going to eat a bullet. During one of these shows. Now, sure, you might sell a lot of tickets for your last 4 or 5 shows, but what you'd have to say to everybody every night on stage is, listen, people, I'm Joe Pittman. I'm capable of taking my life at any moment. One of y'all pisses me off, I'm going to be eating lead, and I don't care if it's on night number 1 right here at the Punchline in Sacramento.
That is a brilliant idea. Let's market it that way.
Thank you.
Yeah, I actually don't like it that much about the whole taking my life part.
You don't like that?
Maybe taking someone else's?
No, you have to say
I have to take my own, okay.
But you don't have to do it. You get to the very last night. You've gone through 78 cities. There you are to catch a rising star in New York City. You're surrounded by your peers. There they are. It's Louis C.K. It's Jerry Seinfeld. It's Jim Jeffries.
Oh, man.
It's all the people you care about. And you know why they've shown up? Because tonight's the night that little prick is going to blow his head off on stage.
And I guarantee you, I will tweet about it if that happens.
And it's been on Entertainment Tonight. Well, a month ago, he was the producer for a low-rated radio show in Sacramento. Now, he's the hottest comedian in the country, and people are flocking to buy tickets because he's guaranteed to kill himself on stage. And tonight's the final night.
And they'll play that fuzzy audio with the video behind it off someone's cell phone, and he's just bang!
And so, Joe, you're there, and I mean all of your peers, all the people Mark Maron, all of your comedy friends, they're all there. And you know what? Even Dane Cook has shown up for this show because even Dane Cook says, "I got to come see this."
And
guy.
I only have 1 bullet.
Yes.
No, here's the magic, though. This is the magic. When you get done with your act. You stand there and go, hey, all you people, Jerry and Mark and Jim, F you, I'm not killing myself. I'm going to kill myself on my next tour. Thank you. Good night, everybody.
Yes, and the crowd goes crazy.
No, they don't go crazy because they want me dead.
No.
Yes, but this is why when you come back for your next round, you show up and you're like wearing the SWAT suit. You're like wearing riot gear. Because now when you're on stage, the audience is trying to kill you.
Oh, man. See, but this
Joe,
is a great idea.
When are you doing this?
You do this, my point is, you do this, and your material, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. At some point, we can work on it. We can maybe take you out of the riot gear. At some point, we can work to like a nice, hey, what's the deal with rye bread? You know,
what's the deal with rye bread? Boom.
But for right now, angry Joe Pittman.
I think that's a brilliant idea.
And there is always the chance. There's always the chance that any night he really could lose it up on stage and just boom.
Bang.
Yeah. I'm starting to sense that you guys don't like me, thinking that this is a great idea for me to take my life.
No. I'm just saying, if you want to kill it, comedy. I like I said,
Literally kill.
All right. Well, you do whatever you want at the punchline. I'm just saying, if you went there and you said, "Hey guys, I might kill myself tonight on stage," I think you'd have a.
There's
sellout.
always that possibility.
I think you would have a sellout.
Always that possibility.
Absolutely. Let me get to this guy about James Bond. Okay, man's medical condition causes him to O when he hears James Bond movie music. James Bond is giving this Canadian a license to be thrilled, as he orgasms every time he hears the 007 theme music.
Come on, really?
The 45-year-old man doesn't want to be named. Well, Walter Gray experiences out-of-body sexual sensations whenever the movie's music kicks in. The Torontoan suffered a stroke in 2007 and developed the neurological condition of synesthesia. He perceives senses as others. It means he can taste sounds and feel colors. Right? Anyway, here is... now, it's not all of the 007 themes that make him do the O dance. It's only this one. It's probably the... bum-ba-da-bum-bum-bum-bum. Oh, my God, it's happening. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh, my God, 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 God. That's almost like the beginning of a Greaseman bit. I remember when I would strap on a gun like 007. Which reminds me, Drew?
Yes.
No, I think we have 30 seconds now for our Greaseman memory of the day, right in the middle of this James Bond story.
Oh, you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. And again, let me just say to my audience, I know none of you know who the Greaseman is, and really it doesn't matter. He's an old disc jockey who Drew has just discovered. And every day I'm coming into work, and Drew's found another tape of this guy on the internet.
I love him. I thought he was great.
So let's just stop our James Bond story for a moment, and here is your 60 seconds of Greaseman for today. Oh, I can barely hear it.
Early in the morning. What am I going to do? Well, of course, the Butcher Grease will be on the agenda for this weekend, as goes without saying.
You know what? Plug it in over here. Use this.
Oh, no.
Try,
not good, man.
Try that plug. It was so low. And for a 30-second segment, we got to be able to hear it.
Reset.
Okay, here we go.
And here we are.
Here's your 30 seconds of Greaseman.
Morning, sing hey lily hi lily hey lolly hey lily hi lily hi lolly hey lily hi lolly. Early in the morning. What am I going to do? Well, of course, the Butcher Grease will be on the agenda for this weekend, as goes without saying. Yeah, I think I'll celebrate when I get off the air this morning at 10 o'clock. I will squeeze my whoopee cushion 3 times as hard as I can to announce that the day is done. Kind of like a day's end whistle, as it were. And then my honey and I will rendezvous for light lunch, white wine, salad vinaigrettes. Maybe we'll watch Buttmasters. Kind of get in the mood for the weekend. Ooh, Nelly. I should have bought me a copy of Buttmasters.
There's your 30 seconds of Grease. Thank you for that.
Yes, absolutely.
Thank you, Drew.
Anytime.
Entertaining.
Anytime I have plenty.
It's like infotainment. That's what that is. All right, now back to the James Bond thing. So I'm wondering, I got a real list here of all of the James Bond theme songs. Which ones would make you I don't think any of them would.
No,
to be honest.
like I said,
hold on a second. Here's
I
got You Only Live Twice, Diamonds Are Forever.
Diamonds Are Forever.
Live and Let Die, Paul McCartney. Nice song. I don't think that's going to make me. The Spy Who Loved Me. I don't think that's any of these are going to make me have a nice big one. But let's check out 007, the Man with the Golden Gun theme. Because he's the man with the golden gun. Isn't that the theme
Yes,
of it?
you
Am I
nailed
getting it right or not?
Nailed it.
Well, Jesus, this thing is pinwheeling on me now. Come on. Please. Hey, Al Gore, when you invented the internet, did you have any idea that everybody at work was going to get onto Facebook at one time?
Well, I don't know, man.
Dude, I can't even. I'm sorry. The whole show is now being stopped by the stupid James Bond theme.
Yeah,
right.
mine's.
Do you want to close?
Took
this
a
page?
giant
Yes,
crap too.
Close this page. All right. Well, listen. I guess when we come back from the break, you see that's how you roll in radio. You come up against a brick wall, then you say, "Up, I got to do a reset here." Let's break down for some wonderful words from our sponsors.
Absolutely.
When we come back, we'll find the James Bond songs that make you want to do that. When we come right back. So your neighbor is black.
Yes, he is.
Your neighbor is black.
He's a well-spoken man, very educated.
And you had 30 seconds of Greaseman for us today.
I did.
Wow. He's black. I never would have figured that out. We'll be right back, everybody, on the mighty, mighty KHTK.
Work there, dude.
I need to go to the party.
It's
Time to unload.
There's that smell again.
This is the Don Geronimo Show.
It's like communicating telepathetically.
CBS.
Radio presents.
Liter of cola? What? Liter of cola?
This is the Don Geronimo Show.
Order a large barba. I don't want a large barba. I want a damn liter of cola. I don't know what that is.
Come in.
Better than black ants and happy campers. The Don Geronimo Show.
Those are great.
You can call the Don Geronimo Show anytime. 1-800-920-1140. 339-1140. He's ready to believe you.
I said, hey. I said, hey. Oh, Drew. Hi, it's me, your neighbor. What you got to say?
Hey.
Say, hey.
Get off my lawn.
Why you so angry? You like
me off,
Clint
bro.
Eastwood in that movie, Gran Torino.
Yes.
I said, hey.
I say, hey.
I said, hey. I said, hey, everybody. Hey, everybody.
How many times on ESPN are they just going to regurgitate the story about stupid A-Rod?
This is their Tebow.
This is the big news of the day.
But I mean, this is it. It's played out. It's not like where's Tebow going to go and what's Tebow going to do. That's it. We found out.
I agree.
That's it for A-Rod.
But nobody does that better than ESPN. Nobody does that.
You don't think the new Fox Sports 1 is going to take them right out of their game?
I saw a commercial for that. When does that launch? Next week?
August 17th, and it launches with Chael Sonnen fighting Shogun Rua and our boy Uriah Faber's on that card.
Hey, what do I got to do to get Regis Philbin on this show again, Joe? I mean, he's got his new show on Fox Sports 1. If anything's going to set that show and that network apart from ESPN, it's Regis every day at 5 o'clock.
How long does that last?
I could call him again.
Probably until he dies. I would imagine. Regis has signed a contract with Fox to run from now until whenever he gets his last dying breath, which, like Little Joe on stage, could be during his show. Okay. And Joe, did you happen to check out the text line? All the people that are so interested in you doing a little stand-up at the punchline?
Oh, my Lord. They're nothing but love, Don. I'm very flattered by all the fans out there.
I think as long as they're spelling Liljoe correct, that's all you care about. Lil Joe, and he's not Little Joe. He's Lil. Much like it's not Captain Crunch, it's Captain Crunch.
Not Little Wayne.
Right, Lil Wayne.
No, that's why I am Little Joe.
No, you are though.
I'm not going Lil Wayne.
Because you were Lil Joe before there was a Lil Wayne. Hello, you're on the air. Don Geronimo Show. Hello.
Well, good afternoon, Mr. Geronimo.
Hey, Finger Guy. Good afternoon, Finger Man.
Hey, how was the weekend, sir?
Oh, it was weekendy. How about yours, dude?
Oh, always fantastic. Hey, you were playing earlier was it the guy who got sexually aroused whenever he heard the James Bond theme?
Yeah, I'm going to get back to that in a second here. Yes, sir.
Oh, well, you know what gives me boner soup is whenever I'm looking at Deuce's big...
Way too long to set that.
Yeah, that setup was a little...
Waiter, excuse me, waiter, there's a hair in my boner soup.
Yeah, he did say boner soup.
He did. Hello, Don Geronimo Show. Hello.
Hello.
This is the beauty of taking live on-screen calls, because people just decide halfway through, what the hell?
Nah.
All right, here's the James Bond thing.
All right.
Do we know yet what is wrong with the Wi-Fi in here?
It seems that Steve came in and had to reset the Wi-Fi receiver in here.
Steve, the general manager?
No, come on.
Oh, young Steven, you mean?
Come on, Donnie, yes.
Here's all
Steven.
I would feel much more secure if Steve Portia was not only the general manager, but was also
the engineer,
the chief engineer for KHTK.
Well, speaking of our chief engineer, I told Bob about the problem. Bob and Steve walked in here. Steve had to reset it, and then Bob goes, "Is this a problem that happens every day?" And Steve goes, "Yeah, I don't know why, but it completely drops off every day."
I'll tell you why, young Steven. The reason is that all the salespeople who should be out selling commercials come back to the station every day at 12 noon to have their takeout lunches, and they all go on their Facebook page at the same time.
They all tweet as well.
Thank you. Now, listen, these people, I don't know how it is for some of you guys listening to me right now who actually work in sales. I know that radio sales is a cutthroat business, and I know that the number one rule, at least at a lot of the radio stations I worked at, was the only way that they knew you were doing your job is if you weren't here. That they wanted to know. But I worked at a radio station. When I worked in D.C. at WJFK, man, the sales manager there, he was such a PR wreck that he would put up a gigantic whiteboard. And why is it a whiteboard? Don't even make me go there,
He's
America.
a racist peer.
Okay, he put the Riley Cooper board up, and it would be
very good.
You would have to, and this was in front of everybody at the radio station. As you walk down the hall past the studios to programming and sales, there was a giant whiteboard for all of the salespeople where they had to write their entire schedule for the whole day. Where they were going to be. Like, I'm going to be at Drew's Chevrolet at 11 a.m. Right. Then I'm going to be at Little Joe's S&M shop at 12 noon. Then I'm going to have lunch at the Joe Ardinger Diner at 1 o'clock. Then I'm going to go sell Steve Porsche stool softeners, whatever it was. You had to have them all out. And the manager, he was such a jerk. He would catch them in this. Like, they would say, I'm going to be at Drew Hoffer's Chevrolet between 1 and 2. Well, at 1:30, he would pick up the phone and call. He would call the Chevrolet place. Hi, is Drew Hoffer there? And no matter what the answer was, it would be wrong. Okay, the only answer that he would accept as correct would be if the client picked up the phone and said, "Hi, I'm sitting with the account exec right now, and I'm signing a $1 million deal."
Right.
Anything else would be the wrong answer. If he called up there and you weren't there, it would be, "Why aren't you there?"
Right.
And if you said something like, "Well, I was there," he would say, "Well, unless you left with a signed deal, you have no reason to have left that place before your allotted time."
Micromanaging, Don.
Yeah, are you kidding me?
How about the boards they put up with the names on it, and then they have the levels, like who's going to win the prize? And you always look like Bob is the very last name. He hasn't sold anything all month. Those are terrible.
Those motivational tactics do not work. They didn't work back in the day, and they don't work now.
Actually, they worked one time with one individual. Carmichael Dave had to sell for a moment. And he never, I swear to God, he never asked him about it. He never sold anything except when they gave out the prizes. And then he won a TV. He won like a game system.
I'm still trying to get into the thought that Dave's walking into some client
with a suit and tie on.
And you got to see him in a suit and tie. It is ridiculous.
Well,
yeah, that was the only time he sold.
Tell young Steven that the problem is the salespeople, and what we need to do is put up a whiteboard so we know where the salespeople are at all times. And most importantly, we just need to take away internet from them. What we need for the salespeople and for all the people at the radio station, except the on-air people, they have no need for internet. No need, unless it's work-related. And then go to that incredibly hard-to-navigate CBS email, and good luck with that. And P.S., anyone that wants to send me an email, and I'm saying this now as a way I'm speaking to everyone in the company now, if you send me an email on my CBS account, there's a 100% chance that I am never going to get it. And the reason is, first off, I'm even past the change your password every 14 days that you must do. That you got to have a pound sign, an uppercase letter, and a number in your password. I'm past all of that. There is so much junk mail that comes the way in the CBS email, and if you're like me, I get all the junk mail, everything from erection pills to notices from some guy in China that wants money for his wife, everything, every come on in the world, I get in my CBS email. I delete it and put it all in the garbage. Well, at one point, the email says to me, "Hey, listen, you've got 5,000 pieces of mail in your garbage. And until you delete out the 5,000 pieces of mail, you cannot receive or send mail anymore."
Right. It is a real big pain in the ass.
And I wish that it was set up so that, like, if I went to a page of old emails that I've deleted, I wish that you could just click a button and have the entire page be captured and delete them all. No, you have to go through one at a time. Individually. And if there's 15 on a page, God forbid that when you get to number 14, you misclick. Because if you misclick on 14, it clears it all out as if you have never selected any of them.
That's why, Don, I have never checked my CBS radio email.
Yeah,
ever.
It's fun.
I mean, it's the worst. It's way up there. It's way up there.
I like it when I get the call from Susan, who will say in her very nice, sweetheart voice, "Can you please have Drew do this because I've been emailing him," or "Please have Don do this because
I would be glad to, except my CBS account has backed me out now. And listen, now granted, I got a lot of time on my hands. Okay, I got a 3-hour radio show, and beyond that, I'm wide open. So I got 21 hours of the day that are mine.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to spend 1 second going through and deleting each individual email. And to be honest, there's something like 6,000 of them in there.
And how many happy birthday emails do you get every day? At least, no joke, twice a week.
And don't forget, every time
birthday
the Canon printer goes out. There's
They
an
have to
email.
send an email.
There's an email.
The
trail
Wi-Fi
about
goes
that.
out. Send parking problems. Don't park your car here. We're having the email. Shut up.
Well, I think I've got now. I think I can get internet here from my pad, not from my my laptop anymore, and not from my. I can't get it from the desktop in the office or from the laptop. Just now, and this is what you call it. You call it a pad or a tablet. Is that what
Maxi pad?
We call it, are these tablets? Here now are the James Bond movie theme songs. Let me see if I can pull this thing up. Get all because the story was the guy would get aroused to completion when he heard bum ba da bum 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 ba da bum 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 bum. This is Sean Connery.
Sean Connery. That's right.
He's always struck me, Drew, as the kind of guy I could do an impression of, but. It's very, very...
It's not right.
It's short term.
Junior!
You understand? It's short term. It's like, what the hell?
That's right.
I feel I've got it right there.
Oh, did you...
And then I lose it.
Have you watched, or did you start watching Shark Week yesterday?
No, I've not watched Shark Week.
They had this guy on there who's doing a Sean Connery impression. It's called the Shark After Dark Live.
Shark After Dark.
Josh Wolf Pittman, does that name
Josh
ring?
Wolf, a comedian, yes.
Okay,
does a lot with Chelsea lately.
He's hosting it. That show last night was god awful, and they had this guy do the worst Sean Connery impression of it. He's like a Gordon's fisherman or something like that. He's Sean Connery on the beach talking about sharks. It was terrible, dude. It was a horrible show.
Why would they kick off Shark Week with that?
It was that's what I'm saying. It's
was
the
he
worst.
Was he like in a yellow slicker? Is that
yes, and he was sitting there
I'm
on
the
the
Gordon's
beach.
fisherman, Gordon's of Gloucester.
This is Sean Connery for Shark Week. I hated it.
Do you know why
a terrible
Sean,
way to kick it off.
Do you know what Sean Connery did? The movie, the Empire of what was it? The something of Gentlemen of
the Extraordinary League.
The Extraordinary League of Extraordinary
Gentlemen. He came out in the kilt.
All right, you know why he did that movie?
Why?
Because he turned down The Matrix.
Yes.
You know why he turned down The Matrix? Because he read it and he didn't understand it. So then he says, oh my God, The Matrix is like one of the biggest movies of all time. That's why he did The League of Extraordinary Gentlemen.
Yes. Do you know what his net worth is?
Sean Connery?
Take a stab at it.
150 mil.
I'm going to go 200.
Up.
How much?
$300 million.
Oh, sure, Barbara. I beat my wife.
Yes.
Sure I do.
I know Sean Connery regrets this conversation.
Okay. You did an interview in which you said, it's not the worst thing to slap a woman now and then. As I remember, you said you don't do it with a clenched fist. It's better to do it with an open hand. Yeah. Remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't love that.
I haven't changed my opinion.
You haven't?
No, not at all.
You think it's good to slap a woman?
No, I don't think it's good.
You don't think it's bad?
I don't think it's that bad. I think that it depends entirely on the circumstances and if it merits it.
Well, there you go.
If it merits it.
There you go.
Junior.
I got to call this texter back because I believe it's someone challenging me on the email thing where it says,
Here we go.
I really don't think it's that difficult, Don. Really, to delete 6,000 emails all at once?
That guy also says that if I do stand-up, he'll shoot himself repeatedly.
Hey.
Well, listen, let's just keep it to one topic at a time. Call him back, and I want to know. It is difficult. It's a pain in the ass to go through and delete 6,000 emails. I just refuse to do it. And like I said, if I lived in a world where impressions were only one word long, I'd probably be a killer impressionist. This is Sean Connery.
Yes.
Yes. Right there. Yes.
Junior.
4 rings.
4 rings. 4 rings. Well, I'd slap my wife, Barbara.
That's right.
This is Sean Connery.
5 rings.
I don't understand The Matrix, and I just made doo-doo in my pants. Junior, come here and wipe me.
Junior, there's no time.
And now I'm in The Untouchables. Look, it's a baby going downstairs.
Brings a knife to a gunfight.
Has that guy ever picked up the phone?
It's a voicemail.
Come on, man.
Please. Let me know when it clicks
It just
over.
beeped.
Anyways.
Hey there.
Hey there.
It's very difficult
It's very difficult
to clear out 6,000 emails.
to clear out 6,000 emails.
This is Sean Connery.
This is Sean Connery.
And if I was you, I'd buy my tickets now
I'd buy my ticket now.
to go see Joe Pittman
To go see Joe Pittman.
commit suicide on stage
Commit suicide on stage.
at the Sacramento Punchline.
At the Sacramento Punchline.
Goodbye, Junior.
Bye, Junior.
I like Pittman.
Well done.
What would merit it?
I hope
if
he
you
dies.
have tried everything else, and women are pretty good at this, they can't leave it alone. They don't want to have the last word, and you give them the last word, but they're not happy with the last word. They want to say it again, and get into a really provocative.
right, they do. Hey, listen, dumb texters. Dear Don, I'm sure you already know this, but if you select the first email and hold shift and the last email, it will select all of your email. Then you can click delete. Thank you. Just let me tell you something, small-minded texter. Do you have any idea how long it's going to take to go from the very first email to scroll down to the bottom to email number 6,000?
Long time, Don. That's why you haven't done it yet. I know why. You don't have to explain it to me.
Hey, Don, don't quit. Someone writes. Like what? Don't quit. Don't quit the fact that I'm not. No, listen, as far as deleting email on my CBS account, I've quit on that. I'm not doing it anymore.
Hey, don't quit, Don.
Anybody that wants to get me, write me on my AOL account. My good old AOL account, of which I got to cancel. You know why? My wife and I were just looking at our bills.
Because I gave it out. No.
My wife and I were looking at our bills the other day. She says, do you know why you're still paying $20 a month to AOL? I said, $20 a month for what? She says, I guess, is it because you like your email handle? Say, not for $20 a month, honey.
Get a Gmail.
I can get the same thing at Yahoo Mail or Gmail. $20 a month.
Because you're the only guy
that still has
that
AOL
still
mail.
has AOL email, yes.
You've got mail. Steve, buddy. Steve.
Yes.
Steve.
What not?
Oh, no, this is Steve. He's not a fan of ours.
He's just looking to get deleted.
Bane in there.
All right, now let me get to this James Bond thing.
Okay.
So there's the guy that says he has uncontrollable, he completes whenever he hears the James Bond theme. Turn it down. So this is Dr. No. I don't know if this would make me instantly want to lose it. For my money, there's nothing sexual about this. Oh, yes. Is that sexual in any way? I mean, if you heard that, is that going to make
that's why I'm having a hard time believing this guy. I think he's full of crap.
This is the one. This is the part right here. This bum, ba, bum, bum, bum. That's the part that got him going. Now, here is From Russia with Love. Imagine if you're listening to this music and you just can't control yourself.
Yes.
It's the world's worst Sean Connery speaking to you right now. Oh, Mommy Penny. What does he call her? Is it
Money Penny?
Money Penny. I've made doo-doo.
Doodads.
My dog Blue licks his nasty doodads.
There it is.
All right, now Goldfinger.
He's the man with the Midas touch.
Brown Finger.
A spider's touch.
Now, I can see your sexual problem if you're going to achieve what you hear Goldfinger.
A cold finger.
The story is that the dude from Canada, he's 45.
Yeah.
He can't control himself. Whenever he hears a James Bond theme, he orgasms.
With Tom Jones.
I think so. Thunderball, I believe. My grandma would have slept with Tom Jones in a heartbeat. My grandma, Nana Pate, there was 3 men she would sleep with. Tom Jones, Engelbert Humperdinck. Mm-hmm. I forget the third dude's name. He's like one of those old...
Golston Dart.
One of those old-time Las Vegas crooners.
There's 3 guys that my mother would sleep with. Tom Jones, Barry White, and Sean Connery. She loves Sean Connery. She has this weird sex thing that she loves to explain to me all the time.
I've ever told you, my wife, everyone has this thing with their spouse with the free pass, right?
Yeah, yeah.
My free pass, like it's ever going to happen, is Aniston.
Okay.
Her free pass, she's stuck between 2. Sean Connery and David Letterman.
Letterman?
Those are the guys my wife wants to bang.
Out of anybody?
If it was a free pass.
Why?
And that makes me feel great about myself.
Well, why did she explain Letterman?
I don't know. It's something she likes his. I don't know. It must be the personality. Because even we were watching Letterman one night last week, and he came out and his hair was just all mussed up, and his tie was going left, and he was going right, and he just doesn't seem to care. That's all I know. Is that my wife just loves it. I got to do a break here. Yeah, I guess so. Jimmy, hey Jimmy, buddy. Jimmy,
hey, Johnny, you were complaining about your $20 for AOL.
Yes.
Yeah, if you go in there, or even if you call them and say I don't want to pay anymore,
they stopped charging you. My in-laws and my own parents did that, and
Thank you, friend. Thank you for helping me. Thank you very much, Jimmy. Thanks for helping the stupid. Hello, Gary.
Hey, Don, following you since the old days, and you know what the best Sean Connery was on Jeopardy, right?
Oh, right. Yeah, of course. That's right. Yeah. The rapist.
Daryl Hannah.
The rapist, when he would spell therapist. Hello. See, you get it? Looks the same. Hello, Don Geronimo Show. KHTK. Home with the hits.
Hello.
Your community leader, KHTK.
Hello.
We wish you were dead, KHTK.
Hello.
We killed your dog, KHTK.
Hello.
Your daughter's chained in the basement, KHTK.
Hello.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Nothing.
Lou Gehrig's disease for everybody. No, the guy's still on the phone. Well, listen, we come back. I guess, we've not even gone through like a third. Am I going to go through every James Bond song to see if I would have an ode to it? Maybe I will.
I've got a hard off.
When we come right back. I know that there's some awful James Bond theme songs like Duran Duran, A View to a Kill.
Ooh, I don't remember hearing
There's
that.
nothing sexual about that. Carly Simon, the Spy Who Loved Me.
Put some more Shirley Bassey on.
Yeah, all right. I'll pick it up when we come right back, everybody. 157, Don Geronimo right here on KHTK.
Take a break. No, and I poke my finger down his throat like that. He gags.
Oh, I'm allergic to shrimp, so if you want to make out later.
I'll have the shrimp.
Poke your finger down the throat. He gags.
This is the Don Geronimo Show.
You allergic to anything?
Only sleeping alone.
And then he stops.
CBS.
That's bad.
It's like a giraffe trying to go through a little hula hoop.
No, let's meet our returning champion.
This is the Don Geronimo Show.
You look like you're doing a crocodile move. Show him my shoes.
All right.
Don't be harsh and as mellow. Don Geronimo. You can call the Don Geronimo Show anytime. 1-800-920-1140. 339-1140. He's ready.
I'm ready
to believe you.
To believe you. You know, you animals might as well call. I mean, this cramming a 4-hour show into 3 hours every day is going to kill me. Have I given this stuff away? I've not done it yet.
No,
right?
it was hard cramming it into 4 hours.
Let me see. I'll take phone calls here. Live calls, phone scan, everybody. I don't even have a topic for you. Just call. I'll just take some calls here. 339-1140. I'll sing it myself. 800-920. Well, it's time for my phone scan now. Time for you all to call me now. Hey, all you mouth breathers out there with really big foreheads, time to call me now because I take your live calls because I got 3 hours a day to fill. I used to have 4 hours a day to fill. Now it's only 3. And here's Little Joe. Blow it, Joe. 339-1140, 800-920-1140. Well, it's time for my little phone scan. This is where you call, I take your calls. Unlike other radio shows, I don't screen to tell you what to say, so any moron can call me right now.
Wow, that's a good song, Don.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Very nice.
Yes, I'll take some of your phone calls because I see for the last person to call during this phone scan, I have... Now, which is it? Do I have ringside seats?
No,
I do not.
There's a holdup on those, but we do have the lower level seats and the meet and greet.
Oh well, there you go. It's your WWE Raw meet and greet. Here you go. WWE tickets for the WWE Monday Night Raw. Next Monday at Sleep Train. Catch your favorite WWE superstars as they gear up for the biggest summer pay-per-view event in sports entertainment, SummerSlam. So you can get tickets and you can meet the guys. Time for a phone scan. What the hell? Just let me take some of your calls. Okay. Hello. Phone scan. You're on the air. Hello. Good afternoon, buddy.
Don, how you doing, bud?
I'm doing very well, my friend. As always, I guess the only rule that I have on this phone scan is like everyone, ask me anything. Go ahead. What's up?
If you had a song to pick that made you aroused, what would that be?
Good question. Good question.
Well, past 99 Luft... No. 99 Luft Balloons, Macarena. These are the songs that give me the rousing. I mean, all the blood goes right there. I don't know. You know, Drew.
Guys, keep grinding.
Okay, bye-bye. Don't you have a list of the James Bond songs there?
I've got them all.
All right. Give me all of the James Bond songs. Okay. Because remember, what got me going on this was the story about the guy that can't help himself. He has, the blah, when he hears it. He makes baby batter.
Got Dr. No.
Nocturnal Emissions.
Dr. No, the first one.
No.
From Russia with Love.
That doesn't make me orgasm.
Goldfinger.
A little bit.
Thunderball.
No.
You only live twice.
No.
On Her Majesty's Secret Service.
No.
Never even heard of that.
The opposite.
Diamonds Are Forever.
No, again, the opposite of being aroused.
Live and Let Die.
No, at this point, my penis is like a turtle going back into its shell. None of these songs turn me on.
The Man with the Golden Gun.
Are you up to the Sheena Easton one yet? For Your Eyes Only?
Oh, no, not yet. Almost. The Spy Who Loved Me.
Oh, that's kind of sexy.
Moonraker.
No, I don't even know that one.
And here's yours, For Your Eyes Only.
For Your Eyes Only. And that's because Sheena Easton was a tart back in the day when she was the Bond girl. Oh, my God. And then the Carly Simon, isn't there a Carly Simon one in there somewhere? It's like The Spy Who Loved Me. Ugh. And you got your Duran Duran in there. Was I right about that? Is it A Time to Kill? A Time to a Kill?
That is correct.
None of those Bond songs.
That's why I think this guy's full of crap,
are
man.
orgasmic in the least.
Know, dude.
Hello there, Don Geronimo Show, phone scan. Hello.
Hello, sir.
Hello, buddy.
Have you dropped your bomb in the box yet?
What does that mean?
Oh, he's asking if I've sent my stool sample in yet. At the doctor. No, not until next Friday, dude. Not till next Friday.
All right, thank you.
I'm glad I could give you the update.
Why do you want to deliver it for him?
Hey, people want to know when I'm going to be sending my bodily stuff through the mail.
Bomb in a box.
And just so I'm clear on this, you're doing this so they can check your feet?
Yes. When I go to the podiatrist, because I have bad, dry feet, there's a part
you won't share with the class either.
You're damn right I won't. There's a part of it with the acupuncturist who's going to deal with that on a level like all fungus and everything in your body comes from the amount of yeast that you have in your body. So I'm going to give him a stool sample, my acupuncturist, and he's going to put some on a cracker.
Oh sure.
He's going to put some on a Ritz. He's going to get a bunch of toothpicks out there, and then he's going to come back and tell me if I've got a lot of yeast, which is why I have dry feet.
Yes.
All I know is these are the facts, ladies and gentlemen, as they were laid out to me. I go to the acupuncturist. I'm going to go to the podiatrist. I have very dry feet, and I'm going to give my acupuncturist a stool sample.
All right. Well, hope that works out for you.
Because of my feet. Hello there, phone scan.
Donnie, buddy.
Hey, buddy.
Okay, so now I have a question. Now, as far as these James Bond songs, is it just the songs, or is it the beginning of the movies that turns this guy on?
No, it's the song. It's the song, and more specifically with this guy, it's the bum ba da bum 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 ba da bum 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 bum. That's the riff that gets him going, dude.
Okay, so let me ask you, how do you feel about Octopussy?
The movie, the song. I tell you what, I don't even remember it as a James Bond movie. I only remember it like you do because it sounds like a bad word. That was a Roger Moore Bond movie, right?
Yes, that's correct, Don.
I thought he was the weakest of our Bonds. Thank you very much, my friend. No, I don't know what. I couldn't even imagine what the song Octopussy would sound like. You have to, if it's a rhyming dictionary, though. Hold on. Wussy. Hey, don't be such a wussy when you're watching Octopussy.
A wussy.
A wussy.
Yeah.
See, I'm doing my Lionel Richie rhyming dictionary right now. It's like, I'm telling you, it's like Glenn Fry and Don Henley getting together writing songs. That's how it worked out for them. Hello, History of the Eagles on Showtime. Hello, phone scan.
Do you paint your bald spot?
Do you paint your bald spot? Listen, I'll play the Larry King game with you, but you got to stay on for more than that. Hello there, phone. Scan. Turn down your radio, please. Hello? Jesus.
Where are you?
Right now, he's just going, oh, that's me. Hello, phone scan.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yes, hello.
My question is, do you prefer an indica or a sativa?
Very good question.
I like indica. But as I tell you all the time, let's keep the marijuana talk down to a minimum, okay?
Yes.
Let's just keep the weed talk down on this show, okay?
Absolutely. I couldn't agree more.
What's all this talk about weed from noon till 3? Why aren't we talking about my feet and the yeast in my feet?
Hello?
Hello, yeah. Don Geronimo Show, phone scan. Hello.
Hey, Don, this is Alex Rodriguez, man. I was wondering if you could hire me to do the sports.
A-Rod, you son of a bitch. 214 games, you got nothing to do. Nothing!
Man, I got a couple of needles and a couple of hyenas, man. I'll bring them over to the station.
Sure. Bring over, what's her name with the Joker smile? What's her name? Cameron
Diaz.
Cameron Diaz who he used to bang?
He's in my trunk right now.
Okay, thank you, A-Rod. See, I got the timeliest callers. They're
some
pretending
guy
to be people out of the news.
named Alex
That's
Rodriguez
funny.
who wanted a job.
Hello, phone scan.
Hey, my brother Juan's a homo.
Good for him, man.
Yep, we hear that all the time from you. Hello there, phone scan. Hello. I know it's so confusing. You call and you're so surprised when you actually get through. Hello, phone scan. Hey, didn't I say enough of this weed on
Yes,
the
you
show?
did. I don't know where this is coming
Didn't
from.
I say enough of this? Enough is enough.
I'm done with it.
I'm flying.
Are you dude? Hello.
I'm flying.
Are you really?
Very good.
Where are you calling from today?
I'm taking a rip right now from the back cave. Ready?
All right, from the Bat Cave. Where are you calling from, though?
Hold on, here we go.
He still wants to. I'm just telling you, this is not good for this radio show to have people calling in with this kind of drug paraphernalia.
But it looks like George.
I don't even know what you're talking about, sir. I hate marijuana. Stop talking about marijuana on this show.
Oh, it's not 420 yet?
Flippin' hippie. And why isn't it 420? You must smoke your devil weed.
Isn't that the cop thing?
You know what I do every day at 420? I read the Bible. You bastard.
Yes, you do. I hear it.
I bet Jesus was a stoner.
Of course he was.
And Jesus had a magnificent bong.
In my comic book, he is.
Jesus probably had the lung capacity.
What's your comic book, the Bible?
Exactly.
Hey, dude, there was a time when I was a kid, they had comic book Bibles.
But they didn't have Jesus sitting in a circle with his feet underneath him,
but it was
ripping a 3-foot bong.
Illustrated classics is what it was. Where you could get because sometimes we'd be at the store and I'd say to my mom, I'd be just a little rat bastard, like screaming, I gotta have a comic book. She'd buy like a Bible comic book, and I would go, what the hell? I want Batman.
Right.
They'll give me your Bible comics.
That's Jesus smoking holy hash.
What is the book? I was just reading over the weekend about
what is the book?
No, some guy's written a book about Jesus where he's claiming that Jesus was a slacker, and that back in the day Jesus was a con man, and that no one really he didn't really do anything except he was like a bunco artist. This is some book that it was on Fox News, so it had to be true about Jesus.
Of course it was.
Hello, phone scan.
What now?
Yes, phone scan right now. Hello.
Hello.
Jesus. Hello, speak American. Hello, Don Geronimo Show.
Hello.
Hello.
Hey, I got a confession.
Sure you do.
Mm-hmm.
I won some tickets to the Scorpion concert in Reno like a year or two ago.
Mm-hmm.
And I frickin' gave them to my kid, 19-year-old kid, and he put them on Facebook and sold them.
Okay.
So then I called back for another contest a few weeks later, and you gave me those tickets to the gay show or whatever.
A few weeks later. Don.
What a nice guy I am. I gave you tickets to the gay show. What did I give you tickets to when you say the gay show? What could that have been?
It was the picture. Picture show.
I gave you tickets.
I'm sitting at the cemetery.
I gave you. Hold on. I gave you a picture. I gave you tickets to a. Wait, you're at. Why are you at a cemetery?
My mom's here, and I'm just visiting. And
Is this
I get
Tony?
good reception here.
Is this Tony?
Is this drunk Tony?
No, this is Ron.
Oh,
it's another drunk guy.
I like drunk Ron.
You know, we got more alcoholics noon to 3 than we ever had in the
That's
morning.
why I'm going to succeed, Don.
Ever.
I love alcohol.
I bet you do. So, are you just sitting at your mom's grave, just drinking right now?
Well, I can see her down. I'm sitting in the shade on the top of the hill. I can see her down about 100 yards from here.
All right, and so the problem is that
chucking cans at her.
You got tickets. You got tickets to the Scorpions.
I feel guilty about giving those tickets away.
Why? Because your kid sold them.
He sold them.
Right. Well, don't worry about it, dude. What about? I gave you tickets to a gay movie. Well, what was that about?
Oh, then I called back a couple weeks later, and I think you guys found out that they were sold on eBay, and you gave me these tickets to some gay movie.
Yeah.
And how did you like the gay movie?
I didn't go that. I didn't go there either.
No. So listen,
it was a gay dance. It was a gay dancer movie. It was a guy that was.
Oh no, he's talking about Magic Mike. Wow, this was a while ago.
You mean the movie about the strippers?
I tried to give them to my niece, and I don't even know if she ever went either.
So why are you calling? Why are you calling?
Because he's at his mom's grave drinking.
Hey, Drew.
Yeah.
I'll whip your ass.
No, you won't.
Oh, my. Oh, my.
No, I'm only kidding.
Oh, my. Dope. All right, friend. Listen, tell your mom we said hello.
Okay, thank you.
All right, bye-bye.
By the way, I found a book, and it's titled Slacker Jesus.
Yes.
Is that the book that I was reading about over the weekend?
I don't know if that's the one you were reading about, but when I did a Google search, that's the only book I could find. But it is called Slacker Jesus, and you can pick it up on Amazon for $18.59.
And you know what? It could be accurate because we have no idea what happened with Jesus from when he was an infant till he was 33. Like that whole part of his life is gone.
Dude, it's Jesus Christ. How are you, Mom?
Hey, man.
I'd love it. I'd love it if he was like Jeff Spicoli. Seriously, where'd you get that jacket? I got it from the network, Jesus. Stu Nahan.
Here comes another one.
I thought I hung up on this guy. For goodness sakes. Let me try this line. Hello, Don Geronimo Show. Phone scan. Is this a soundboard guy? I don't know. Hello, moving on. Phone scan.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Jason.
Jason who?
Jason Ross. I want my slot back, damn it.
Oh,
Jason's
you
right
got
there.
us. Jason's right there. Hey, Jason, what's up, bud?
He's not on the phone.
He's waving to
Good
us. He's
prank
having a good
call,
time.
Jay. I didn't even see your mouth move.
Hey, you know, you talk about this book about Jesus being a slacker. I was reading today that there's this guy who wrote about how Batman and Robin are actually a bitter old couple.
Sure, they're like Liberace and Scott Thorson.
It's in a UK issue of Erotic Lives of Superheroes. It's been getting a lot of attention, but Batman is outed as a gay man, and him and Robin are aging, and they're a bickering gay couple.
Of course they're a baby boy.
Yeah.
Of course they are, baby
Two
boy.
fat biddies.
Hello there, phone scan.
Hey, Donnie.
What, buddy?
What's up, buddy? What's up, Drew?
Hey, what's up, man?
What's up, Joe?
What's up, buddy?
Come on.
It's another beautiful day in this Northern California. Got a question for you, Don.
Yes, what is it?
Out of all your jerseys you have, what is your favorite jersey of all of them?
The one with your mom's face on the back of it. Listen, I don't know, dude. I'll bring this up tomorrow. I'm sorry. That's my go-to. Always your mama. It's a go-to. And you know why it's a go-to with me?
It's hurtful.
Well, and because I don't fear the reprisal.
Especially for the guy at the cemetery visiting.
I don't fear the reprisal from the guy that says something about my mother, because my mother is a stupid whore. I hate her.
So you have an advantage off that joke.
Yes, that's why I go to the mom card
Understood.
so often. Thank you. Don't you like the thought process behind the comedy mind?
Brilliance.
Hello, phone scan.
Hey, Don, Drew, Joe, how you guys doing?
Hey,
Come on. What's up?
Hey, where's that one guy at?
He's in the other room calling the show. Hello, phone scan. I don't know.
I know what song that would work for you. It'd be Leslie Gore, California Night.
Dude, I'm guilty on that song. That is an awesome song from back in the day.
California Nights.
Ooh,
And Batman.
California Nights.
Nope.
Yeah, Leslie Gore sang it on Batman. When Leslie Gore was, she was, I think, one of the minxes that worked with the Catwoman, and Catwoman wanted her to lay Robin.
That's right.
There you go.
She wasn't a part of the show.
She was a guest shot. It was Leslie Gore, the singer. She's a hot piece of ass, dressed in her little Catwoman suit. Hello there, KHTK.
Don, let
Yes.
me ask you, this year are you guys going to do a pumpkin contest?
Yeah, I always do a pumpkin contest, whether it's the very famous contest that I can never do again about making love to a pumpkin, or if it's throwing the pumpkins off the roof. Yes, we will.
Okay.
Okay. Goodbye. Hello, phone scan.
You come from such good stock. Your mom is perfect.
Boy, you're
Honey, check out
freaky.
that girl over there. She is really hot.
That is the perfect
Babe, you
woman doll.
Babe, you look so sexy and manly, just as you are.
And you know it every single time it calls
Yeah.
in.
Drew has one.
Mrs. Wonderful.
Hello there, phone scan. How are you?
Hello?
Hello?
Hey, it's Drunk Ron from the cemetery.
Yes.
And, hey, little Joe.
Yes, I knew it was
My
gonna be-
niece knows your wife.
Oh, that's awesome.
What's your niece look
She
like?
said you have big ears and you're really funny.
Yep, that's me.
Half right.
Guilty.
Hello, phone scan.
Yo, it's Keith Brooks, player.
Oh,
Yo. I love it when the other jocks call to check in. When's Grant calling in?
Yo, I don't know, but I heard you got all them jerseys, player. I was wondering if I could wear one with my flat brim.
That's something Keith Brooks and I have in common.
You probably would like your Bledsoe.
Is a love of the uniform. Yeah. Hello there, phone scan.
Hey, when you were doing Pat Benatar,
yes.
Were you loaded?
That's a good question, actually.
I don't think so. When I had sex with Pat Benatar. Last person on the phone scan. Last person, right here. It's you. Don't screw it up. Hello?
Oh, yeah, I already screwed up. Hey, how much for that Jamal Anderson game-worn jersey?
Shut up. Hello, phone scan. Last person.
During basketball season, do you guys talk about the Kings?
Yes.
All the time.
Last person, phone scan. Hello.
Don.
Yes.
Hey, gotta know, how was Pat Benatar?
She was really spectacular. What is your name, my friend?
I'm Paul.
Paul, listen, you got a pair of tickets to go to. You're the last person on the phone scan. A pair of tickets to go to WWE Monday Night Raw next Monday at Sleep Train. Catch your favorite WWE superstars as they gear up for the biggest summer pay-per-view event in sports entertainment, SummerSlam. Everybody else gets tickets. Go to the Sleep Train Arena box office, and you also get tickets to a meet and greet out there with your favorite wrestlers. Thank you for listening to the show.
Very good. Thank you.
Thank you. Oh, and hey, little Joe. You're going to break with Leslie Gore.
Just for you, buddy.
Is that what this is?
Look at you making a face at this now. Hey, come on, this is all about Northern California. Turn it up, man. As we go to break, let me hear this. Kiss me, Drew. Together. And she's got the thing with her S's, kind of like Al Michaels.
Slipping.
Leslie Gore. This guy's right. This song can make me achieve.
Well.
And just wait, I'll let you know what happens. I'll let you know. Just wait till the hook comes. If you pardon the pun. Hold on, wait. All right, I'm out. I'm out. We'll be right back on KHTK.
Oh, boy, that'll be tough to top.
You want to cuddle? I got a little buzz.
You can take me to the mall, buy me things, I'll take a large.
Did you hear that?
This is the Don Geronimo Show.
That piece of scum barking rat of yours is just taking his last stomp on my lawn.
Next.
CBS
Radio is proud to present.
One time I took a little ant to a party.
This is the Don Geronimo Show.
Tell that woodpecker.
What the hell was that?
I like Minnesota.
Treat objects like women, man.
Smoky McBongwater. Don Geronimo.
Hi there.
You can call the Don Geronimo Show anytime. 1-800-920-1140. 339-1140. He's ready to believe you.
Let me see. We have almost an entire a week of shows. We got Wednesday. Well, we come on Wednesday late because of baseball, right?
Yeah, there's like a 9:30 game on Wednesday, and so we'll probably hit the airwaves around 12:31.
Good.
Hit the airwaves.
Also this week.
With our friend Lewis Black.
Yes, we're still getting, I was going to mention that as we get to the guest this week, Lewis Black on Wednesday, Bill Engvall on Friday, everybody. And Wednesday's when we get the ratings. Last week we had discussed the ratings, and as it turns out, this is going to really surprise you. No one here knows how to read a ratings book. The information that we had given you is not the time that's represented here has not even been reflected in the ratings yet.
Right.
I guess that's what I'm trying to say is that the ratings from a month ago when we started doing this shift will not even start to come out until this week.
Right.
So
Wednesday.
the stuff that we'd been reading you before was the wrong information because, we're just very stupid around here. So keep listening as we go from worst to first. Yes, sir. Oh, here is Aaron. I don't even know. Aaron, is this high energy black, medium energy black?
This is the good one.
East Coast black.
Our boy from Baltimore.
Yes.
Aaron, hello. Hello, Aaron. How are you, dude?
How you doing, fellas?
Very well,
What's
Aaron.
up, Aaron?
Hey, you planning on doing a show at the Boxing Donkey this year, Don?
What?
The Boxing Donkey, do we plan on doing a show out there?
Dude, I'm in my mail truck. It's sure it's a lot of noise.
The Boxing Donkey. I do a show there every
St. Patrick's
Day
yeah.
when I do the show there.
Okay. Well, is there any chance that you can add a boxing fight between me and High Energy Black?
Oh, dude.
Okay.
Right, I get it now. Because every time High Energy Black calls in, you always call right away, and you don't like. And you also get on Twitter, and you don't like High Energy Black, right?
Yeah, dude, he's setting the black race back 20 years, and he ruins my name.
He hates him, dude.
Well, listen, if High Energy Black wants to call in, please call in, and I will set up a fight between you two.
Oh, my ninja.
You got it. Thank you. Thank you, Aaron. Hello, KHTK. Hello? Oh, that's us laughing like hyenas.
Like idiots.
There is nothing. Forget. The guy just listening to himself on the radio. It's one of the things I figured out about being in radio right away was how idiotic you sound no matter what you're doing.
Oh, yeah.
When someone hears it out of context, meaning like the first time that I was in a radio studio, and I remember who it was. The DJ's name was Teddy Bear Affair, and he was like your typical sloppy, big, fat, lazy disc jockey. And I was in the studio for the first time, snuck into the radio station, and it was the first time I had ever seen a disc jockey put the headphones on, and everything in the building, everything in the room got totally silent, where from my vantage point, being in the studio, I couldn't hear the record played, I couldn't hear the jingles or anything. I just heard a guy screaming his head off. And when you hear a break like that with no music behind it, you realize what a joke it is that we're in radio. I mean, the very first time that I was like, you listen to a guy and he goes, the all-new Q92, hey, it's Bobby with you on Friday. I'm going to light it up this hour with free Beach Boys singing You Be My Seventh Caller on the Super Q. And then the guy takes his headphones off, and I look at him like, what was that?
Yeah.
And now I'm that guy. And when you hear yourself on the radio, like on the delay, where we are cackling like morons.
It's very silly.
If there is a pet peeve that I have, that's it. That every time there's a disc jockey on TV, it's that manic, ha 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 ha. But then I realize anytime anything happens on this show, I'm the first guy that goes, ha 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 ha. Because I'm that guy. Dear Don, why don't you talk about Bart anymore? Because he's a 28-year-old man. What would you like me to tell you about my son, Texter?
How's he doing?
I'm thrilled he's not knocked his girlfriend up.
Excellent.
I'm really trying not to cackle.
I know. Now I'm self-conscious about it.
You could isolate that for me if you like.
I don't want to laugh.
I don't want to laugh.
Too bad. Too bad. Impossible not to laugh at this
then
show.
come see me do stand-up.
Yes.
Let me see. Okay, things I want to get to before the end of the show, and I'm going to start them right now. I mentioned this earlier today. I'm going to get to this report about the Beanie Babies. Back in 1993 is when the Beanie Babies first came out. Do you remember?
I do remember.
Or did you know someone in your life that collected these stupid things?
My sisters were into Beanie Babies, yes.
Right. You had Legs the Frog, Spot the Dog, Chocolate the Moose, Patty the Playpuss.
Hey, Patty.
Now there is a movie that's out on the internet right now. It's called Bankrupt by Beanies. And it shows how this family from Los Angeles, the name of the family is the Robinson family, how they were swept up in this, and they lost $100,000. The dad thought that all of the Beanie Babies were going to be so valuable that he could put his 5 kids through college. So the son explains how his dad used to be on the General Hospital. That's the dad who got into this whole Beanie Baby thing. Right. He became obsessed with collecting the toys. He spent $100,000 on them. Anyway, here's the report. I would call this a cautionary tale, I guess. Let me see if I can get this thing going. Here it is. From ABC. It was Good Morning America. Oh, God. Why am I surprised that there's an ad?
Travel and dining.
Listen, while I wait for this ad to play through, let me just show you the pictures of Lindsay Lohan's boobs.
Yeah.
Like you haven't seen them before. But here you go. Gross. There's all kinds of screen caps now.
I'm not impressed with that, really. It's nothing special.
Have you watched the video of them?
From her brand new movie called, is it called The Canyons?
Yes, sir.
Hold on, let me pause that for just a second. Thank you. Lindsay Lohan's new movie, The Canyons, released on demand Friday. There are already videos and screen caps online. Here are some of the topless photos that you have. Now, you know what? In this one, she almost looks like Elizabeth Taylor in the face. In this one, a little bit.
You're just talking about the Cleopatra eye makeup.
Yes, I am.
That's all you're saying.
And here's one where Lindsay Lohan is braiding her hair. Her hair on her head, incidentally, not her hair down there. I want to
see that one.
Here's another one with another shot of the boobs. You know, and generally speaking, they don't look as awful as you would think that they would look.
Okay, I'll give you that. They're not awful, but they're not that great. You know, I would expect Lindsay Lohan to be at a certain level, and she's not.
No, see, I was pleasantly surprised because, like I said, I would expect that she would take off her shirt and there would just be 2 open sores there.
Ooh.
It would just be
freckled and skin-colored nipples,
blood and pus all over the place.
Hey, didn't she do a Marilyn Monroe kind of spread where she was naked?
Yes,
we saw them back then too. Now, though they
I just wanted to throw it in.
Okay. I got it.
Now I feel like you're making fun of me.
No, I'm making fun of me, the news junkie.
I'm self-conscious as well, Pittman. I don't want to laugh anymore.
I'm biting.
Nasty boobs.
No, don't do it.
Okay. Here's the report about the Beanie Babies. Were we done on Lindsay Lohan's boobs?
Yeah, I
gave
my 2 cents.
I only used it as a way to just clean the palate between
I was
the
done
commercial.
Friday night.
Here we go.
Oops.
You know, they were going to be like rare coins, get bigger and bigger and bigger. I first saw the story and I laughed when I read the headline, and then I read a little deeper. It's really sad. A Los Angeles family lost $100,000, basically putting their entire investment into Beanie Babies. And the son of the dad who went crazy with the Beanie Baby obsession made a documentary. That's the dad, and he made a documentary about his family. Basically lost everything. Let's listen in.
He knew the schedules of when they were being released, what stores they were going to be at.
You would make me and sometimes Fez, my friend Fez, take us out of school or take us to school late so we could go stand in line. Dogs.
Basically, his dad described it almost
as I'm watching this report, I'm reminded when you would go into a candy store or an ice cream shop or even like a Starbucks or something like that, if there were such things as Starbucks back in 1993, you would go in and there would be people that would be standing in the corner, and some of these Beanie Babies, the price tag in a regular retail outlet would be $99. And then, have you ever been like to an antique show or something back when this stuff was really hot, when you had people that were selling these Beanie Babies for $1,000?
Well, look, I'm on eBay right now.
The Princess Di Beanie Baby went for something like $10,000 flipping dollars.
Glad that you brought that up. On eBay right now, $91.
See, 20 years ago, it would have been $90,000. People thought that really, like this poor schmuck, you could put your kid through school with your stupid Beanie Babies.
Mm-hmm. Like a drug addiction. So there you go. Sad story.
Okay, now to a better story. America can now have claim to the Guinness Book of World Records record of
Hold on. That's it in this report? That's all I got was just screw that.
So you got that wonderful transition.
Screw that.
Yeah, no one cares.
Forget that. Listen, I guess I wanted to throw that out there. I'll bring it up on another show. If you know anybody with the Beanie Babies or anybody that still has them, because I know that every once in a while, my wife is crazy, like to go to a flea market or an antique store, and we go in and it's funny because you could see it like 5 cents, 10 cents each for these stupid Beanie Babies. And do you remember when they came out with the sports Beanie Babies?
Yeah.
Oh, my God. I remember when there was a McGuire and a Sosa Beanie Baby.
I have the McGuire one.
That's a shock. He's the white guy. That's a shock. You've got the white devil.
Well, you're talking about just collecting things. Like, I, up until just a few years ago, collected baseball cards, and I stopped around 2010. And I
thought you collected women's foreheads.
Yes. I put them in the sleeves right next to the Bonds rookie. Of course I do.
And I collect foreskins.
Oh, wonderful.
But it's just me.
Do you chew on them?
Mm-hmm. No, they're all up. I got them up all on my wall. All over my wall in my man cave.
Like you would like a deer head after hunting?
Well, there's thousands of them. They're like little Post-it notes. And when I turn the fan on, it's like all the foreskins are waving at you from up on top of my ceiling.
I don't want to cackle, but that's funny.
Thousands.
Right when I laughed, I bit my lip. I was like, don't.
Thousands of little hands waving at you. Hi.
Like a ticker tape parade.
Right there. Joe, let me, enough on the Beanie Babies. Let me hear the 911 call of the day, please. Okay. Last week, John Bansley of Avon Lake, Ohio, was pulled over for driving with an open container. He had a 6-pack of Milwaukee's Best. He stopped at 7-Eleven, got a 6-pack, cracked one of the cans on the way home. He's drunk, so the cops drop him off at his ex-wife's house, and they give her, the husband, the ex, and the 5 cans of beer. This is very nice of the cops. They could have just thrown the guy right in the hoosgow. Yeah. Anyway, after that, the guy calls 911 because his wife won't give him the beer. Okay? Let's hear it, please.
Hello.
Hi. You have an emergency?
They told you to give it back to me.
No, I told them I wasn't going to give it to you. I said, you
It's a fight over a beer.
No,
right, who are you?
No, you're not getting that beer back. I don't tell you that.
What's your name?
My name's John Bansley. They just picked me up for public impact.
Uh-huh.
And they dropped me off at my ex-wife's house.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
And they gave her the beer and said, don't let them leave. And now she's got the beer, and she says, I'm going to keep it. And all I got is that beer. That's the only thing I got to my name.
They are arguing over his beer now.
But you know what? It'll all work out. I'll be out of the city. I'll be out of the state in
2 shakes of lamb tail. I'm sorry for bothering.
2 shakes of what?
That's okay. I'll have an officer come talk to you. We'll resolve it, okay, hon?
Nah, you don't need to have an officer come over.
Okay, well, I've got one in the area, so if you want to talk to him, he's right out there by your house. Where did she go? I don't hear her anymore.
Nah, she went into her room. She's probably talking to her new boyfriend.
Okay. Well, if you need anything else, call me back, okay?
Well, you got a personal phone number? You sound kind of pretty.
I don't, sorry.
Airborne, my lady, airborne.
All right, take care, John.
Oh, come on. Get John a break.
That is the coolest 911. Keep in mind, time for caller 100 here, guys. At 339-1140, 800-920-1140. Caller 100 time. Keep in mind that the cops, when they pull over the guy with an open container and he's drunk, they don't bring him to jail.
Where's this at?
This is in Avon Lake, Ohio.
How cool is that place?
They bring him to his ex-wife's, and then he calls 911. All right, thank you. I got time for one more before we get out of here. This is from Australia, a TV show in Australia, News. Last Wednesday, an Australian news anchor named Karen Johnson did not know that she was live on the air, and she told viewers that she was going to sound like she was drunk. Something tells me it won't be as great as the setup.
It's very short. I listened to the longer clip, and they literally go to break right after she says it.
All right, let's listen to whatever this is. So it's a news anchor in Australia who doesn't know that she's live on the air. Here we go.
Good evening. Tonight I am going to sound like a drunk. Let me go for another camera. Okay, thanks.
That's nothing.
That's it, because they literally did the tease. You know, they have the 3-story
I shouldn't
tease.
have wasted time on it. All right, which clip do you want to hear to end the show? Do you want to hear Chris Rock saying that he gave a Make-A-Wish kid a copy of Pam Anderson's sex tape? Or do you want to hear Kim Kardashian talking about her swollen breasts?
Chris Rock.
Is it Chris Rock or Kid Rock?
It's Chris Rock, CHRAS.
Yes, let's
Chris
hear
Rock. You want to hear that rather than Kim talking about her boobs?
So sick of Kim.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Chris Rock. He's on the Jerry Seinfeld thing, Comedians in Cars. And here he is talking about meeting a Make-A-Wish kid. Chris Rock.
I had a Make-A-Wish kid, like 15-year-old kid dying of cancer. And I snuck him the Pam Anderson sex tape. In between all the other crap. There. He's dead now, but...
He lived a little more.
He lived a little more.
Yeah.
You tell him, Jerry.
He's dead now.
Well, you know, let me hear the Kim Kardashian tape.
Yeah.
I don't care what you guys think. I want to hear it. I want to hear Kim talk about her swollen breasts. Let me hear it. From KUWTK.
Cakes, did you sleep the whole night?
You look so miserable.
She just looks like she is like having a tough time.
I really don't know how she goes day to day and carries those boobs around. I really don't.
You got
It's
some
almost
big
like you need a crane.
boobs, too.
She's there.
You do, huh?
This big. I've never seen anything like they're 2 watermelons.
There's not even milk in them yet, which is like the scary part.
God.
Kim is only good for Friday nights when you're watching her with Ray J. That's it.
That didn't disappoint. I would rate it 911 call, Kim Kardashian, and then the Beanie Baby story. If I was to rate the audio that we just heard, there you go. Hello there, you are the 100th caller at KHTK. Hi there.
Hey, how's it going?
Very well, my friend. What's your name?
My name is Nick.
Hey there, you have got, you're the 100th caller. You got a pair of tickets to go see Bill Engvall Saturday night at Thunder Valley Casino Resort. Enjoy the show under the stars at the new outdoor amphitheater. Everyone else, get your tickets for Bill Engvall. Go to the ThunderValleyResort.com website. Thanks for listening, dude.
Right on, brother. Thanks, man.
Right on, brother. That's it. We got to go. See you tomorrow, everybody, for the new episode. Grand Day Beer is next. And we will see you tomorrow at 12 noon. Thank you, Radio's Drew Hoffer.
Right on, Donnie.
Thank you, Little Joe.
Thank you, buddy.
Comedian, board operator, producer. Grant is next. We'll see you tomorrow, everybody. As always, thank you both for listening. And oh, yes, hello.
Don Geronimo.
A 3-hour show.
KHTK.
Look, I don't want to go without you.
Really? Yeah. What's the hardest part about being you?
Mustache. Hey, stop jumping on the bed.
This is the Don Geronimo Show.
Can't they just stay a little longer?
All right. Who wants a mustache ride?
Are you on, Con?
Stop jumping on the bed.